Just a couple of things. I wanted to clear up that when you killed those chain devils, they were in the middle of like fighting these like Hell Riders and Flaming Fists. Those like Hell Riders and Flaming Fists would have risen up as ghasts. Perhaps it took them some time to do that. I forgot about it, but maybe they rose up after you left the area and now they're looking for you. I don't know. I added a banner for this. A handout for these Lathander banners that I just wanted to show you. These were the banners that were on the sandstone wall around the Chapel of Lathander. So that's the symbol of Lathander. So it's like a rising sun and like a path leading to it. I wanted also to introduce a new rule. I want to say that if you have like elevation, like a reasonable amount of elevation, that you get the same benefit as you would get against a flanked creature. So you get +1 to your attack roll. If everyone's happy with that. I feel like you might, I don't know how much it'll come into play, but it kind of just adds like an extra dimension to things. Literally.
Does that mean the imps have +1?
Because they're flying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Important
maybe.
question.
Yeah, good point. I guess if they fly up into the sky, then they can get +1.
Imps are mean! They're already invincibly mean!
I hadn't even considered that. But yes.
I disagree! Alright,
I like it. Let's have the imps really mess us up next time.
Yeah, great. Ethel hasn't been hit in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Oh no, hit me with the ranged attack. Do it.
I mean, imps haven't really been a problem for you for some time, so...
we remember. We'll never forget.
I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed.
We remember when the imps strut.
Traumatized.
Gruttins will never end with them.
And the last thing is I wanted to give inspiration to Jean Lemore for leading the interrogation of Victusa and for like keeping all the questions and the storyline together.
Ooh. Thank you.
All right, so you're in this decagonal chamber with red sandstone walls and floors surrounded by an outer walkway, and decorating the walls are mosaics made of shards of reflective stone and glass. And there's light filtering into the building from the companion and the red skies of Avernus above. And it's coming in through this golden glass dome in the ceiling above the funeral pyre, and sending rays in all different directions around the room, which is causing this mesmerizing, shimmering effect. Hence the mesmerizing shimmer effect in this scene. And the funeral pyre was previously holding a neat pile of wood, but collapsed after it was hit by a shatter spell. And there's a large golden statue of Lathander at the back of the room, with open palms holding oil lamps that are now burning because you rekindled them. And behind the statue are 2 stairways that lead to a lower chamber below, and there are several small sun-shaped grills in the floor that usually allow light to filter further down into that chamber, where it continues to sort of reflect off these mosaics on the walls, which Alina can tell you, seeing as she's been down there. And it was also because she went down there that these sun-shaped holes, at least for the last 5 minutes, have not been letting any light downstairs because they've been spraying jets of vinegar into the room. And you've just slain a bunch of imps and Azari-like cultists who were hanging out downstairs until they were told to come up here and kill Alina by a statue that looks identical to Alina. And you may notice that the dead Zarielite on the ground isn't casting a shadow, although the imp corpses are. And now there's this remaining cultist who's surrendered and dropped to his knees and he's raised his hands above his head. And on the far wall, you can see that his shadow is the shadow of a small horned creature. And so he's kneeling in a puddle of vinegar, which has now stopped spraying everywhere, and it's like seeping away gradually back through these holes. And he's pretty much begging for his life. He's like, don't kill me, don't kill me. I admit it, I'm scared of what awaits. I don't even want to be a devil, please. Just let me go. So what do you do next?
Do Do you know?
Push his face into the puddle of vinegar.
Oh my god.
Why?
I ask that question every day.
And he is now blinded. Oh, it burns.
Oh. I do not care what happens to you, starry light. But we are here for one of our companions, sister Maud. Do you know where she is?
Okay, are we here for gender? Sunstar?
Yes. Gender.
Oh yes, so the other person we're supposed to defend, but more importantly, someone that is related to our party members.
He's sort of like looking back between you as you're all saying this. What? Maud? Gender? I don't know. I don't know those people.
What are you doing here? What's your job?
I'm just a guard. I was told to guard here by the Archlector.
Guard what? Do you know?
There's something precious that she wants to keep protected downstairs. We don't know what it is exactly. It was maybe I heard rumors that it was somebody maybe that she was keeping captive down there.
Take us there?
All right.
Well, we're gonna make sure we do this all proper. Like, I'll start bringing out the manacles.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's already blind. Where's he gonna go?
I am taking no chances with these fucks.
I mean, I don't know. I can just take you downstairs. That's all. We were just told to guard the whole building. He kind of he stands up. Do you let him walk?
Is there any other guards? Or imps? Or demons?
No, you killed them all. Oh, I didn't even want to do this. I just fell into this because I had no friends and nobody would talk to me, and
man, you should have joined a club or something. Jeez.
I did join a club. It was the Church of Zariel.
And that was your first of many mistakes as I slap on the manacles from the back holding.
I used to be a lot more angsty when I was younger, and I've grown up now, and I just, I signed this contract. You probably noticed that my shadow is a bit horny, and I'm terrified, honestly. I'm scared of what awaits.
Well, I mean, I'm touched by what he said. Actually, he seems like he's just been a bit misguided. Would you want to join our little band?
I don't know if I'd be much good to you.
Blind.
Huh?
Blind.
He's wiping the vinegar away from his eyes. Well, I'm not permanently blind.
For now.
But I mean, you all seem a lot more. What would you have me doing?
You could look after things. Yeah, that's true. You seem like you're maybe more of a homebody. But
really a nuts move to be a prisoner arguing against your own usefulness.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I mean, I could carry stuff. I have a pretty decent grasp of spelling.
Spelling word spelling or spells?
Definitely word spelling.
Count up to 10.
1,
you could
3. No.
I'm slopping on the manacles.
Wait, Anna, can you move your microphone a bit closer to your mouth? Sorry. I think.
Hello.
Oh, I don't think it's going through your headset.
Yeah, it's not going through your headset.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I can make that change.
Sorry.
No, it's
Should-
okay.
Wait until the flow of the role players.
No, it's fine.
He's like, can you speak up a bit, rat person?
Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Much,
Okay.
much
okay,
better.
Good. Okay, good.
Nice.
Man, I didn't even realize it was bad until you started talking it was better. And then I was like, oh, yeah, that is so much better. Wow, that's crazy.
Well,
All right, so he leads you back towards the statue of Lathander and around the back, and you go out into this passageway behind it where there's these two stairwells or stairways leading downwards. And he can lead you down there.
Are we gonna pass the statue of me?
That's downstairs.
Are we going downstairs? Or are we going upstairs?
Downstairs. So there's no upstairs. There's just these two stairways downstairs. Do you all just go down one stairway, or how do you?
I'll go down the same stairway I went down at the beginning.
All right, so
Did we search the bodies upstairs?
We should probably do that.
oh yeah, you can search the corpses upstairs. You find amongst them 30 silver pieces.
Okay. I was just wondering, no one has any, like, keys on them or anything, right?
You don't find any keys.
Well, search the living guy, too.
Yeah, you don't find any keys on him. He's like,
Uh.
I don't even know where this person is being hidden. I was just told to guard the chapel. But I'll show you what it's like downstairs. There's like a bunch of rooms down there. Like, I don't know. It's the Archlector was a very secretive person. I barely even knew her. I only like saw her at meetings.
Archlector, I barely even know her.
what is she like?
Oh, she's amazing. Really well spoken. I mean, yeah, take her or leave her is what I meant to say. I'm not really into that sort of thing.
What are her plans?
Plans? Well, she just was rallying an army of Zarielite loyals like myself. We came to Elturel from all across the Sword Coast, and we were promised that Elturel would be drawn into Avernus, and that here we would become powerful, and we would rule alongside the Archlector herself and Zariel even. But now that I'm here, I don't know if it's really what I wanted. I just wanted acceptance.
Oh,
What's your name, dude? Let's call him Greg.
Frodrick.
Roderick.
Frodrick Morgensager.
Mouthful of a name.
I know.
I'm just gonna call you Fromo.
Fromo. You're not the first person to say that, actually.
No wonder you were teased.
What did I say my last name was again? Morgensager or something?
Morgensager.
Motherfucker!
I love asking for names.
Let me just write my name down, just in case it comes up again.
Do you think we're ever getting rid of Fromo now? Cool. Have to kill him.
We don't have to kill them, but however, if anything else were to happen to Mr. Faba Faba,
Fromo, God, get it right.
Yeah, just call me Fromo. All right.
It's like Fro-yo, but Fromo.
All right, so he leads you down the stairs into this small decagonal chamber, and this is, usually lit by sunlight or torchlight reflecting in all directions off these mosaics. And as you come down here, you see, this kind of beaten earth floor, and there are these two stairways that lead down to where you are now, and you look kind of forward in this room. It's just an empty room, but there are 5 archways in 5 of the walls across from you. And the light in here is very dim, as Alina knows, because it allowed her to create this statue that is standing quite close to the bottom of the stairway. And it's like facing inwards, and as you come down and sort of pass it, it's like Well, well, well. If it isn't the world's sneakiest high elf. Oh, wait, my mistake. It's just Alina Silvermoon. You better get out of here or I'm gonna stab you with my dagger. And it's like obviously not moving or anything, it's just a statue.
I'm like, let's go, come on.
Oh, I'd tell you to run and hide, but I think running might be your only talent.
So, wow. Oh my god.
It perfectly captured your personality.
I'm gonna punch Kensei.
It's like,
Wow,
you
can
better
I
have a
bring
good
this
con
thing
save,
with?
Alina, because with your luck, you're gonna need it when I come for you. That's right, I'll have you making death saves in no time, and it's like...
Can I tip her over?
You can try. Give me a athletics check.
Shit.
Is this a life-size statue?
Yes.
So we can't bring it with us. Gotcha.
Kensei,
Can I help? Can I help with the tipping?
Yeah, you can tip with advantage.
I need it. Oh!
You
doing so good.
fail to tip this statue over. It's like, wow, you impressed me with my strength, with your strength, Alina. So strong.
Hold on, I'm busy laughing too hard.
I put the Hessian sack over her head.
I'm surprised you can even lift that dagger.
It's just gonna be bent over, kind of like the sidewall, just laughing out loud.
It just keeps mumbling under this sack. Oh, you stupid. Alina, you stupid.
You're the best thing I ever created.
I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. Oh wait, you don't sleep. You just meditate for 4 hours.
Do you think if we take its head, it'll be able to keep talking? Because I want this with us at all times.
Finally, people need to agree on something.
This is a constant source of entertainment. Thoroughly amused.
This trip has been made up with this experience right here.
Take her head.
You just kick her in the head.
Keep her in the. Take her head.
Oh, take her head.
Kensei, chop it off and put it in the bag.
I think it'd be quite hard to chop the head off.
That's why Kensei's doing it, not me.
Oh no, I refuse. This is too good to ruin.
No. Well, we have to leave this room at some point.
We'll leave it here for Lathander to laugh at.
Oh my god. I can't. I'm gonna peek under the hood and kiss her goodbye.
Disgusting! Chop my head off, I'll chop your head off. Oh wait, what would be the point in that? Your head's empty.
I still love you, it's okay.
I hate you.
Shut the door. You need to write this shit down for your vicious mockeries.
That's true.
You can just use her. Take her head with you if she still talks. Use her to viciously mock people. Mostly me.
All of them will accidentally be retargeted to Alina.
Well, I think she'll be here for like another 12 hours or 24 hours or something. I can't remember what the deal was.
It's 24 hours. Oh god.
If we stay here for that long, I'm gonna die from laughter.
Cultist's like, that's really, really strange. That thing just appeared before, that's why we... I don't know what to tell you. And then all this vinegar started coming out of the ground. Oh yeah, this whole area now actually would probably have like maybe a foot or two of vinegar just pooled on the ground.
Fantastic.
Slosh. So, well, these are 5 archers before us?
Yep. Like,
They have corridors?
yeah, they lead into other rooms and tunnels.
How tall is Jean Lemore?
Oh, I think I'm like
5
4 feet.
Okay, I was wondering how high this vinegar was on you.
Like,
Would you like to be carried? Like, is this for you to walk through? Like,
All of a sudden, for us, it's just like a mild inconvenience. Jail's like swimming in it.
I'm actually a very good swimmer, so
Oh yeah, you are 3 feet tall though, so it's like
I'm
probably
3 feet
coming up
tall.
like just like
That's
pretty
like
high
here.
on your chest. Yeah.
Would it, like, I feel like it would burn your nose if you have like strong senses. You'd be like,
true. That's
yeah.
true.
I offer Zalmor a scoop if he would like to be carried.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is constantly kind of
throw
like,
him in Lulu's little carry bag.
I'm not a baby.
I sort of like pick John Lemore up kind of like from the back of like his kind of like jacket and just kind of like pick him up. I just sort of like shake him a little bit, just getting all the excess vinegar off of him. And I just go like, for comedy, I kind of want to drop you, but I'm not that mean of a friend. I will just like put him on like a set him down like on like a I don't know, give him like maybe like a pennyback ride until he kind of like does something over me.
What are you anyway? Some kind of rat person?
Oui, oui.
I've never seen
Bingo.
someone like you before.
Ah, and you never will again.
You look like you belong in the
Intimidation,
sewers.
no, kidding.
So, which way should we go?
I don't know. We were just told to guard this whole area. That's what I'm saying.
You've never looked around at all? Never been bored on the job?
Yeah, there's like a baths in there over there. He like points into like one of the archways, and there's like a bunch of beds and things down there. Points down another one, and there's like a mess hall and like a kitchen in there.
All right, hold on. I got an ancient way to settle this. Eeny, meeny, miny, oh, shit, tiger, forest, toe. If it all looks
God.
good, go.
We can
Eeny,
quickly
meeny, miny.
go
First one.
Where's the chapel? And we can quickly check out the other rooms for gear stuff.
Oh, so this is the chapel. So this is like beneath the chapel.
Okay. He was guarding the chapel in general. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Well, we were just told to guard down here. Just
here,
not let
talk
anyone in
about-
here.
Bread. You did a great job.
Bread. Yeah, we were talking about bread. Did you know that apparently food in Avernus tastes disgusting, but for some reason it tastes fine in Elturel. I don't know why. I guess it's something to do with the fact that it's just stuck here like it is.
Fascinating. We start walking down the first one to like the far left hallway.
All right, so so on the left, in through the left arch, can't speak. You find in here basically just an empty room with a door and a bench. It looks like a waiting room of some kind. And the door is a wooden door that has a metal nameplate on it that reads Dawnbringer.
Wait. Dawnbringer. That sounds familiar.
I'm gonna knock on it with my mage hand.
Nothing happens when you do that.
I'm gonna try to open it with my mage hand.
It's just seems locked.
I'm gonna lockpick it with my mage hand.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check.
I knew I'd get the right one eventually. Oh, my rolls are so good today.
Wait, why can't I see your rolls?
I don't know.
Does everyone else see the rolls?
Yeah, I can see
saw
it.
him roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
Yeah, maybe try logging back in again. Can you see the screen, Anna?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I could.
You can see like red with like lights and everything. Okay. So,
Yep.
I don't know. Yes, the mage hand is able to pretty easily click open the lock of this door.
Nice. I'm gonna slowly push it open with the mage hand.
Okay, the door slowly pushes open. It's actually like hard to push open because there's vinegar, or like a couple of feet of vinegar on the ground, and it has like seeped underneath the door, so it's on the other side as well. But the mage hand can kind of push it open, and you see this little wave of vinegar kind of pass out through this room, and this room looks like it's a fairly modest-sized room that looks like some sleeping quarters. There's a bed in it, some kind of wardrobe and a dresser, and a desk, and not much else.
I'm gonna go in and see if I can find anything in the wardrobe and the desk. There's drawers, clothes, pockets, things.
Okay, so which thing do you want to have a look at?
I'll go to the desk first.
Okay, so you don't see anything on the desk.
There's no drawers.
There's actually on the on the desk there's probably actually an ink pen and an ink pot. And there's a couple of empty pieces of parchment, but nothing else. And there are a couple of drawers, but they only contain a couple more pieces of parchment. You don't find anything else.
Are there any I'm gonna knock in the drawers, just make sure there's no secret compartments or buttons underneath.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I would like to cast the check the wardrobe.
Me too, on the speaking. I can't do it either.
Do it.
Man.
Okay.
Well, it's not terrible.
You don't find any buttons or any secret compartments or anything like that on the desk. Kensei, you can open this wardrobe up and you find several sets of plain robes in there. And you also find one set of very ornate looking vestments, gold in color, that have this kind of ornate stitching and pattern on them of little suns along the hem and the sleeves.
Pretty.
I'm just gonna take the ink and the parchment from the desk, just because you can never have too much.
Okay, so you get one ink pot and one pen and let's say 5 pieces of parchment.
Nice.
I'm gonna start tapping on the. Me also kind of growing more curious by the kind of longer time I'm with this party. I start tapping on the back wall to make sure there's no false backs or false bottoms.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Oh, that's actually something I'm pretty good at. Or at least better at than most.
And also, Alina, you notice these ornate gold vestments, and they look, as the tailor that you are, they look very beautiful. And you kind of see this over Kensei's shoulder while he's kind of digging around in here, knocking at things and whatnot, but he doesn't find anything.
Have I seen them before?
You would recognize these probably. Give me a religion check.
Oof! God, my rolls are so bad.
Yeah, you're scratching your head, but you just can't. You're not sure. But I mean, they look
Do
like.
I recognize the stitching? Whose handiwork they'd be?
You notice that it has these suns. You don't notice whose handiwork it might be, but you notice these suns along the seams and everything, or the hemming and whatnot. And so it looks. You can tell that their vestments. They look like, religious robes, probably worn by the Dawnbringer.
Rolls.
Almost certainly, seeing as they're in the Dawnbringer's wardrobe.
I mean, we tie 2 and 2 together.
Maybe. These are the Dawnbringer's robes that belong to the Dawnbringer.
Apparently, there's not too much in my brain, so you know, I might not put those 2 together today.
No. Kenway's saying that actually. So.
Oh.
Don't take anything that fucking statue said to heart. Jesus, that thing's an idiot.
I was not offended whatsoever.
Sometimes our brain are filled with good stuff. Sometimes our brain is filled with vinegar. It's hard to distinguish what is which.
Oh my god. Alina also needs to take a nap, apparently. I only have 19 health. When did I only have 19 health? Did I get that destroyed?
Yeah, we got messed up by chain devils, then followed by the confrontation with the soldiers and the flying.
It's been 2 weeks, so
yeah, no, it's been a rough couple of fights.
okay.
Chain devils.
As you say that, the whole place like shakes a bit as you hear this earthquake pass through the earth moat of Elturel, and some pieces of stonework from the ceiling crumble into the water.
I'm gonna duck under the deck or desk really quickly. Traumatized.
All of a sudden, comes screaming from the ceiling is definitely a couple more of like shingles at death. Cause like we
They're like heat-seeking shingles.
Is my statue yelling, "Die, bitch!" from the other side?
we hear from the hallway, and just hear it's like shingles embracing it.
Any walls? Anything in the walls?
You don't find anything in the walls.
Okay.
There was a chest, right? I'm not making shit up, right?
There's no chest. The only other thing in here is a bed and a like a dresser.
Oh, dresser. Anything in here? Just like starts picking shit, like wringing it out.
Give me
Just
a
seeing if there's anything of interest.
perception check for the dresser.
Alright, let's see if I can do something better than a 7. Working our way up.
You just find some undergarments and things. Nothing much else other than that.
There's undesirables. I will definitely take the much finer robes, like, just in case if we come across, we need a disguise for someone called the Dawnbringer.
So you take
How many-
the ornate gold vestments, or just a bunch of vestments, or
Just the ornate gold one.
okay. Make sure you put that in your inventory. You can also, if anyone wants to know its value, you can ask, of course.
You?
I'm an idiot, so.
What's the value?
It's gonna be something nuts. 4,000 gold pieces. We all
me-
fight over him.
Give me an intelligence check,
Split it.
but with advantage since you are knowledgeable about tailoring.
Watch me fail this. Oh, I forgot to advantage. God damn it. Oh, 19. It's not bad.
You
I'll
think
still roll
this
anyway.
set of robes is pretty valuable? It's probably worth like a good 30 gold pieces, you reckon?
Ooh.
That's expensive, Kensei, so don't ruin it.
It's got
Yeah.
And the pretty said donations were going towards the people. Man was
Yeah.
plaguing himself out. I can respect that.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's got
this
actual
sleeping
gold
quarters-
stitching.
Ooh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, was this sleeping quarters for one person or for several people?
Looks like for one person.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I think we're pretty good here in this vinegar-filled room. So shall we go see what archways 2 through 5 have in store for us?
I think it,
Onwards.
just to be clear, I think it is a vinegar-filled building. I don't think it's just this room. I think,
No, I'm
I
just
think we
saying,
heard this building.
I at least want to be somewhat surprised when we find a room that's never is not filled with vinegar. So
we should probably not take too much time in here. My family have preserved eggs in vinegar for years. It melts off this shell.
Oh, remember also, John Lamore, I'm also giving you a penny back ride.
Oh yeah, you are. Thank you.
So you're just doing this, just kind of like
Just air swimming.
Oh, yes, further.
holding it in, not just to spontaneously drop you in the pool. Holding it in so I don't drop you in the pool.
Do we know who the Archlector is? I just realized is that someone we've talked about before or not?
You know that the Archlector is the leader of the cultists in El Terrell. You don't know who they are. No one seems to be able to tell you specifically who they are. Victusa didn't know.
All we...
Can I ask Fromo?
Oh yeah, he already said he didn't know her name, just...
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All we know is it's just a she.
And she's well
It
spoken.
identifies as a she, I should say. I guess. Alright,
archway
The
2?
second archway? The arch window.
a slugging we will go, a slugging we will go. Ho ho the vinegar, a slugging we will go.
Ooh.
Okay, so you wade through, you slog through this vinegar towards the back out through this waiting room, and in through the second archway, and in there you find a large hall, also full of vinegar, with a long trestle table in the middle and a bunch of chairs, and there's another wooden door in one of the walls to the right, and there's a bunch of cutlery and plates and things, wooden bowls and stuff like that floating in the water. There's like apples, there's an apple floating by, pieces of soggy meat, and some bread, soggy bread.
I'm gonna pick up one of the bowls, dump it out, rinse it in the vinegar right quick, and put it in my mess kit.
Yeah, you can do that.
As we're like slogging through, I'm gonna make my way over to the other door. I just pick up one of the bowls and I kind of like just kind of like quickly like hand rub it and just put it on top of a JL. Move it to Hamlet as I make my way further through.
Everybody, your whole party's gonna be wearing bowls and helmets.
We are going to be conspiracy theorists by the end of this adventure, I swear.
Are there any like really large bowls? Because like this is like a cafeteria type of area or something, like something really large.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking for Alina. Do you have a mess kit? Where is your mess kit? I can't seem to find it. I thought I changed.
How large of a bowl would we need to find for Jean Lamore to use it as a little boat?
Mess kit. Yeah, I see it.
It must be right in front of me. I just can't seem to see it.
I think I would.
That's the only one I was asking.
It's in between my manacles and mirror of steel.
What the?
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 down in my loot.
Oh, mess kit. My God. All right. Whenever this happens and I'm watching on the video, I'm always like, it's right fucking there. Like, I'm always like, I can see myself like moving the mouse like literally over it and going like, I can't find it. I'm like, what the fuck?
You are your worst spectator.
Sorry. Yes, you can you can find like a large fruit bowl that's turned upside down that would nearly serve. It could be potentially served as a small raft.
Alright, so we find a small bowl. We'll find like a wooden like spoon, like a large wooden spoon, so that way JL can use that as an oar and just start making your way through.
Listen, JL has a bowl helmet, a bowl boat, and a little oar spoon. Adorable.
I can't wait for Art to meet it. That'd be great.
Just make
Am I
sure
moving
anything you pick up, just make sure you write it down in your inventory.
Okay.
You can move at your swim speed. I don't see why not.
Ooh. Oh, excellent.
Well, let me think.
Okay.
I mean, if we encounter anything, yeah. Well, maybe if we get into a situation, perhaps it will be difficult for you to deal with it from standing on this raft. But otherwise, yeah, we'll say you can move at your swimming speed.
Awesome.
We must retreat! Just like quickly, just like waste the oar. It just like moves like 10 feet around. It's barely walking.
I'll pick up any food that's not ruined.
I was gonna say, is the food like moldy and gross, or is it like relatively fresh?
It's probably relatively fresh, but it stinks and is just saturated in vinegar. But that might even
cleans
preserve
fruits.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it killed all the spores on it. So I'd probably eat an apple.
All right, a vinegary apple. Yeah, I'll say that you
Good skin on it. It should be fine.
give me anyone who wants to collect food. Give me a perception check
Oh dear.
to see
This is a
how
bad
much
idea.
food, how much decent food you're able to find.
Ooh.
Not bad. Not
Okay,
bad.
Alina, you can find 3 rations. Ethel can find 2. Jean Lemore can find 1. And you can imagine that those rations are in whatever form they soggy
Only
apple,
apples. Yeah.
Pickled egg.
pickled egg.
Just slightly soggy piece of bread.
There is no slightly soggy. Everything is completely soggy.
Delicious soggy bread.
Vinegar bread.
Is there anything of interest on the tables or chairs?
Not
On
that
the
you can
table
see.
or chairs?
How thoroughly do you search?
I'm thorough.
How do you? So the table, the vinegar is probably. Oh, I guess it would not quite be coming up to the bottom of the table. So you can have a look under there.
I'm like trying to feel.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay.
It's all perception
nope.
checks today.
Ooh.
You don't find anything
Okay.
secret about the table or the chairs.
Okay. That sounds good. Shall we
You
open the
said
door?
there was another door in here, right?
Yep.
Or
There's a thick wooden door.
Alina? Wanna open it from a distance?
The door
Oh wait, I have
master.
nature too. I open it from a distance. I forgot about my character.
Oh, you're muted, Steph.
Yeah.
Dang it. I'll open it. I got it.
Okay.
It's already out.
It's like, shit,
Okay.
I also have nature.
And it's invisible.
This one's not locked. You're able to push it open, and again, you make this wave of vinegar into this next room.
Yep.
And this room is obviously a kitchen. There is what looks like a stove and benches and various knives and cooking tools hanging from the walls, and pots and pans and things in here as well. And there's probably a bunch more crates of food in here that are also. Maybe there's some dry food here as well.
I'd like to take some of those.
Okay, to find food that's like suitable for rations. I mean, how much does vinegar actually preserve things? Is it really good as a preservative? Because rations are typically,
Yeah, I guess
it's got to be
'cause
like
you put
dried meats
pickles.
and dried fruits and stuff like that.
I guess it'd have to be constantly in vinegar, right? For it to work well? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some things being coated in vinegar would not be a problem, you know?
Just
No,
shake
but
them.
I'm just thinking if these things really would do as rations, because it's usually your rations would need to be preserved foods and meats and things like that. Otherwise they'd go off pretty quickly, I guess. Or, but I'll say that anyone who wants rations you can all have an extra 2 rations each.
Ooh, excellent.
But you don't
should we
see
give some
anything
to
else in
Mahkah
here.
as well?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I can add a couple
You can-
rations to Mahkah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good thinking. Where is he? I'll say that he searched before for some as well. And he... Oh, what am I doing?
What do elephants eat?
I like apples!
Throw her an apple.
This is disgusting! I'm not really a fan of vinegar. But thank you!
We tried.
I forgot about Lulu. Yeah, she's just like like floating just above this pool of vinegar.
Anything else fun here? More doors?
Doesn't appear to be anything else in here
Okay.
that you can see.
Arch number 3, I guess?
Okay, you can head out of the mess hall and the kitchen, and with Jean Lemore paddling. How are you paddling?
With the
Spoon.
spoon.
Oh, with a big spoon.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. And you head into the next archway. There is a long hallway beyond this archway with a bunch of doors on either side. Most of them are closed except one on the left, second from the end, is open.
What's if I walk past the other doors and have a look in that? What's in it?
Do you want to? So the other doors are all closed. Just
The other
wooden-
doors are all closed,
just
but
basic
the
wooden
one
doors.
that's open.
So the one that's open, you can row up to that door and have a look in. There is just another bed in this one. Maybe not as grand as the bed that was in the Dawnbringer's room.
Oh.
And also the one in the Dawnbringer's room had like a really nice mattress. Whereas this one is just like a shitty like hay and hair mattress. And maybe the one in the Dawnbringer's room looked like I don't know, like a goose. Stuffed with goose feathers. And it's just a bed and what looks like a sandstone altar.
Ooh, what's on the altar?
There's a half-burned candle and some half-burned incense. Nothing else.
Can I light the candle and the incense?
If you have the means of lighting
I think I have prestidigitation.
Oh yeah, yep, you can definitely do that.
Uh-huh.
Yep. The room begins to fill with this sweet smell of sandalwood.
That's much better.
Which barely covers up the stench of vinegar.
Okay. Anything unusual appear in the walls? Or... Okay.
Not from looking around. You really
Inspect
want to
the
like
walls?
inspect the walls?
I want to touch things.
You can give me a perception check.
Uh-huh.
And you don't find anything in the walls.
Okay. I'll row back to the group. Maybe I'll carry the incense, actually.
Okay.
We just see slowly floating in there, John Lemore holding up the incense in a stoic manner, almost like a captain.
So picturesque. It's like a little torch. It's a good find. It smells very bad down here.
Yes. It seems like these are just bedrooms, but maybe there could be something interesting or nice smelling beyond these other doors.
I mean, we can
Or
take
at
a
least
quick
it's-
peek.
At the very least, it's helping spread out the vinegar out a little bit more.
I just realized as well, up until now, Lulu has been shining the light from the light spell on everything, but when you went in there without her, you probably would have needed to make the perception check at disadvantage, but
Oh.
doesn't really matter because you just got a
I
6,
didn't.
but still.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need some light.
Yes, thank you, Lulu.
Right, I guess we just start going through the other rooms. Just.
Mhm.
a quick
Search and
peek.
clear.
Yeah.
So all of these other rooms are the same. Very basic bed and a sandstone altar. You
Right,
can collect like 3 candles from all these altars and add them to your candle collection. If that's what you wish to do.
Of course. I'm back at 100. Thank God.
By the end of this campaign, we're gonna come across the big bad, and the only way to defeat it is combine all the candles together into
Yeah, we
one
make a
large wax
monster.
golem.
But you'll need like one extra candle.
Yeah,
That you don't have.
101 candles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I shouldn't have given any to those peasants.
There's 3 candles in the bag of holding.
Break one in half. That makes 2 candles.
But
Just we check under all the beds just in case, I don't know, anyone's hiding anything. A diary, you know?
give me a perception check to check under the beds.
Okay. Feels mean to read someone's diary. I'll do it anyway.
We're in hell, so
You don't find any diaries or anything under these beds.
Do any of the beds look like they've been used recently?
Yes. That they are in various states. Except that they're very basic. Again, unlike the one in the Dawnbringer's room, which had like probably a big quilt on it and pillows. These ones just have a small, kind of stack of hay used as a pillow and no blankets. But they look like they've been used recently. They're a bit sort of dirty.
Now I feel like I need to go back and check the bed. Like slice open his pillows and shake all the feathers.
we're not like apart from the vinegar spreading out to fill into the space. We're not seeing like this vinegar continuing to go into a motion towards like the wall and just like through like cracks or anything like that from like a secret gap somewhere, right?
I'll say that it does seem like it's very slowly seeping away, but you can't see why or where or how. But it's quite slow, so there's no bubbles, there's no like particular indication that it's going out of one secret crack.
All right. Just making sure.
And it doesn't look like anyone's been kept prisoner in any of these bedrooms?
You don't see any evidence of that in these bedrooms.
Okay.
Continue the search.
Arch number 4.
Okay,
Little arch theme song.
Arch number 4 is this wide open chamber that has a wall down one side, and on the other side there are a bunch of wooden buckets floating in the vinegar, and the vinegar also appears to be filling up this. It has filled up this pool, this large bath. It's like a communal bath. And it's just this, murky, vinegary water in there, and these eerie reflections kind of reflecting off the water onto the walls.
Upset we ruined our chance for a bath. I think we're all pretty gross.
Well, especially now trudging through the vinegar.
Yeah.
I can make the vinegar smell nice with prestidigitation if you like.
You'd have to do 1 square foot I don't want to do the maths for that. It's like, what, 2 feet deep? The size of this place? It'll take you like a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's literally, we literally kind of like the camera spans up. It turns from this kind of like the Foundry into like an old like RTX like game, and it's almost like Pac-Man like digital graphics, and you just see Alina just like casting prestidigitation and just like clearing up the space that she leaves behind.
JP can help me. It'll go twice as fast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can almost just stand where you are, because I guess the vinegar will then, you know, drift into that space as well. So you'll just gradually purify the water by...
That's funny.
I feel like, well, yeah, anything interesting in the bath water? I'd like to float over there and have a look in, like you do with like whale watching or something. Like...
I mean, we already proven once this campaign that one kind of like bathhouse had like a secret entrance, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's another one.
That's true.
Lulu follows you in this time and shines the torch around for you as you're looking around. So give me a perception check as you try to look into this murky, vinegary water.
Oh, hello.
Although the torch, the light from the light spell pierces some way into the vinegar, it's not able to give you a proper look in there. It's pretty murky, so you're not really able to find anything of note. And you don't find anything in there floating other than these buckets, and maybe there's a couple of sort of porous sponges floating around as well.
Vinegar bath. I think maybe the next arch. Unless, yeah, anyone can think of anything else to look for.
Unless we want to shoot some massive deconstruction to see if there's like a hidden entrance that we just blatantly missed. Like just start smacking walls.
I really love the way that this vinegar is working against us now. It's just covering everything.
You were meant to aid us, not hinder us.
But yeah, arch number 5, I guess.
Lucky number 5.
Okay, you head back out of the baths and head over to arch number 5. This is... It looks like a... So this is also... There's another door here. You can just say this one's unlocked. You're able to open the wooden door, and there's a large, fairly... kind of a medium-sized room in here that just has... it looks like a vestry. There's a bunch of wardrobes in here with more of these white vestments in them, and there's 2 of these vestments also are gold vestments, goldish in color. They're not quite as grand as that other one that you saw. And there's a secondary alcove in this room that has like a large stash of firewood in it that's now really soggy. Although there's some dry pieces of wood that are stacked up above the vinegar. And also in this vestry is a large iron door.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Arch number 5.
Never doubted you for a minute.
I guess like we just do like a quick search to all the stuff in the room, but I'm mostly interested in the giant door, so.
Yeah, just like pick up the gold vestments just in case if we actually find a store somewhere that actually is functional.
It's like, hey, we're in hell, but are you interested in some gold vestments?
Do you have a moment to hear and speak about our Lord and Savior Lathander?
Give me a perception check if you want to search through this room, if you want to kind of give it a once over, or let me know if you want to search anything in particular. There's not that much. There's just like
You know,
just
the floor is floor.
two big
so-
wardrobes. Neither of you are able to find anything in here other than these two gold vestments and just a bunch of these plain white robes.
Is there anything in the firewood apart from firewood?
Give me a perception check for the firewood.
And vinegar.
Oh, for firewood? I gave one for the room.
Oh,
I'll give
okay.
you the one.
We can use that one for the room. I didn't realize you were searching the room as well. We use that for the firewood.
Okay.
You don't find anything in the firewood.
Except vinegar.
Just vinegar.
Guys, I've got some vinegar.
Oh, what? Where'd you get that from? I've been searching for some.
I just want to flash forward to like, if we succeed in our adventure and like all the priests like return to their chapel and they just come down the steps and they go like, is this a sign, Lathander? Quick, scribes, write
Time
this
to
down.
abandon
We
this
want to
place.
decipher what this means and who she is, and just points to a statue of the woman.
A perfect statue. No sculptor could have made this. Not for the gods.
They all convert to some sort of weird, like,
Alina
high
cult.
of vinegar cult.
Alina will go down and name as the mysterious woman's statue in the bottom section of Lathander's.
Except it's not that mysterious because it tells everyone to go and find Alina and kill her.
Is it
So
remain animated for like a long time, or is it just like, can I just speak for a day?
It's
so the
24
way
hours.
so it's not moving or anything, but it just emits this voice.
That's so creepy.
That's so funny. All right,
The door?
the door.
Okay, so as you wade or row over to this door, and Lulu flies over here as well, flapping her wings, and you can hear her wings echoing throughout the room, and she shines the light on the door, and it has like a handle on it, like on the right side, that you would pull. It looks like a sliding door, but it's like a very large door, like maybe 8 feet tall and a good like 6 feet across. And you can see that it looks like if you were to slide it, it would slide into the wall on the left. Like,
Okay, let's see what happens. I kind of like take a hold of the hammer and just try to slide it open.
I was gonna say 2 mage hands, but yeah, okay, we can just go for it.
You're unable to pull it open when you do this.
Is it locked? Is there a lock on it?
You can see let me see. You don't see a lock on it from... Yeah, not immediately.
Can I spawn my mage hand on the other side and see if there's any kind of like lifting, like latch thing that goes up and down, that blocks a door or something, or that hooks into something that stops it from pulling? Some kind of locking mechanism.
It's interesting, the idea of spawning the mage hand. You've been on the other side of the door.
Yeah. Can I
Why
make
don't
it go
you
through the
choose
door? I don't know.
Within range. It can't go through the door.
Okay, that's fine. Can I put my mirror under the door if I have to see where I spawn it? Hang on.
Yeah, so that would be the thing, I think, is that maybe you could summon your mage hand on the other side, but you won't be able to get any information back from it.
Is there any gaps on the sides of the door where I can slide my mirror in to see what's on the other side of the door?
You can see on the right side of the door when Kensei pulls at it that it sort of let me think. There's a small gap on the right side of the door, but it's a very thick door, so it would be pretty difficult for you to hold this mirror to see into the other room. You won't be able to get like an angle seeing the mirror to be able to kind of see. I don't know if you'd be able to do that.
Could I get enough through to see like close to the handle to see what's on the other side of the door, like what's on the door, or at least enough to spawn the mage hand to like even like run the hand up the door to see if there's any kind of like grabby
I do have a spell that will work pretty well for this. It's just my highest level spell, so we gotta be pretty sure that we can't get through the door before
you cast it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try to use the mirror first.
Yeah.
And then hold the door and hold it as far open as you can while I slide my mirror through.
Let me just look.
Together! Pull!
Ethel helps. It doesn't add any strength.
Ethel is just leaning on Kenway, just to add some support.
Okay, I'm seeing on the internet that you cannot summon the hand on the other side of a wall or a door.
All right,
It doesn't
I can do
require
my
line of
thing, I
sight, but
guess.
it does require a clear path to the target. To targets, because of the rules for targeting something, you have to have a clear path to it, so it can't be behind total cover.
Even if I can see on the other side of the door with the mirror?
You're not able to see on the other side of the door with the mirror.
Oh.
You can't get the angle off the mirror to kind of see. Like the door is like maybe like half a foot thick or something. Like, or it's like maybe even a foot thick. So it's like you're not able to get enough of a gap for you to see.
I'm gonna practice this at home. Get a big thick door. Like,
Obtain
I tried it, Adrian.
really thick door.
The gap between the wall and the door is very, very small. It's very hard for you to even get I don't know if you can even get the mirror in there.
Dang.
How?
So I actually don't know if I can do it so I can see on the other side of the door, but I won't be able to do anything. But if I can literally see, would I be able to cast Mage Hand on the other side? Or is that...
Not a clear path.
Yeah, is the problem the barrier in between me and the casting, or is the problem
I'm
the
gonna
visibility?
say yes for now.
Yes, I could do it, or yes, I could not do it.
Yes, the problem's the barrier between you and the casting.
Okay.
I'll have to look into this more because I haven't encountered this before, but it's partly because I haven't encountered it and it seems like a very easy solution to a door, so I don't think you can just cast a mage hand on the other side of the door. Even if you can, you can't get any feedback from the hand, so it won't give you any information. You just have a mage hand on the other side of a door. So you don't know anything about what's back there. You're not able to sort of get the mage hand to move around or do anything because you have no idea. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, question. Could I shove a normal-sized spoon through the gap in the door?
no.
Okay. Damn.
When we
I was gonna try to say, can I try to like muscle it, slide it open, if that is possible? Like not like just like chuck it, but actually try to like muscle it, just sort of like, I don't know, maybe like muscle man it open and just see if maybe if something is like, hopefully maybe the mechanism that's holding it shut is just like worn enough or rusted enough that just a little bit more of elbow grease, a little bit more
And
English,
vinegar.
and it'll just like, and vinegar is just maybe it will come loose or at least give them a better gap to see on the see through.
Give me an athletics check.
All right. Nope. Good lord, the rolls
No,
today.
it's too heavy and strong a door for you to do that.
Alright, would your
How do you open this door?
Would your mage hand rule also apply to unseen servant? Because that is just I can make it anywhere within range. So
Yeah, I mean that's the same as the mage hand.
okay. Well, it's a little cooler because I could be like unlock the door and then it would just do it.
Does Fromo know how to open the door?
I mean, I'm really gonna have to get back to you on that one because I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the right ruling, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, because it's just within range. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I'm asking.
Is there any, like, were we able to see when Kenway was straining at the door where it's getting stuck?
Sorry, I'm just, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, all good, sorry. I was just looking at this says, this actually specifies Unseen Servant or Mage Hand are both subject to a clear path to the target rule and can't be cast behind a wall within a range.
Okay.
I tossed Kensei a crowbar. Try again.
Well, so I just have a question. Because Unseen Servant, it says it's shapeless but also medium. Like, it says medium force. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a size. Like, I couldn't...
That's medium size, so it's the size of, like, it's the same size as you. Everyone
it's just weird to say, like, shapeless, because I wasn't sure if that meant that it could, like, squish really thin and go through a gap. But if it's also medium, I guess the answer would be no.
Yeah, I guess not. It's just a force, but it kind of takes up, like, a medium space.
Yeah.
What was your question, Anna? Sorry? John Lamore?
Oh, what was my question?
I think you said, can we see where it's getting caught?
Oh, yeah, yes. Thank you. Yeah,
Where the door's getting caught?
Yeah, where the door is getting stuck.
So where do you look to see that?
So at the handle, also up top, up bottom, like where it's going into the wall. Is it hitting anything? Is there a dark shape? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you find a couple of things. You find that on the ground beneath the vinegar, there appears to be some kind of latch, like a latch that you would pull up. You also find, when you look in the gap between the door and the wall, that there appear to be it looks like there's something in there, in that gap. Maybe like 3 little things in there. They look like, you don't know what they are, but they appear to go from the door to the wall. This is on the right side of the door, where it would open.
I'll point these out to Kensei and motion to his hammer.
All right, so she kind of like, the hell? just start. Can I?
What are you hammering?
Huh?
What are you gonna hammer?
I don't know. I feel like you could destroy these things.
Oh, they're basically where Alina was trying to put a mirror through the gap. So it's like a tiny gap. You just see, when you look in there, you see something in there that looks like there's like 3 little thin, you don't know what they are, but something that goes from the door to the wall in that gap.
Okay.
Lulu's like shining her light in there and you can kind of see something.
Are there any kind of like buttons or like soft things that you can press to make? No, that could be a button that gets rid of those little things.
Where do you look for the button?
On the side of the door or on the door face itself.
Give me a perception check.
Please, Dice Christ, you son of a bitch.
14's good. 14's good. You look around the room and you see this section of the red sandstone wall that looks slightly off-colored or worn or even like a little bit smudgy, like it's been touched a lot.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna touch it.
Okay, so when you press in this tile, it presses into the wall a little bit, and you hear this like clink, clink, clink. And you, Jean Lamore, if you're still looking through this gap, you see these 3 things that were between the door and the wall seem to draw back into the wall.
You did it! You did it!
Okay. Kensei, kick the thing with your toe at the bottom of the door and pull the damn thing open. Fuck. Please.
Can I attempt to fiddle around whatever John Lamore saw that I'm like, what the hell is going on with this place? Just like,
Yeah, you can pretty easily pull this latch up. It's just, yeah, like one of those, I don't know what you call it, but just basically a latch that goes into a hole in the ground. You can, and then you're able to pull the door open. And
Next, we're gonna come across.
Good work. Good teamwork.
Next, we're gonna come across a door that we have to rub our bellies and pat our heads on.
Ooh. I can
But I
do
like that you solved the trap without even searching for traps. That's good. So, let me think. As you do this, with the water, yeah, the water's already on the other side, so nothing changes with the water really. You can wade in here. You see a room that's bigger even than the vestry that you're in. And this looks like some kind of storage area, like a sacristy. It's got a bunch of things in here, tables, like a table and then another table upside down stacked on it, and like a stack of chairs. There's barrels and crates in here, various items on the tables, and there are cupboards and more kind of wardrobes and things. You see various art items as well, like paintings on the walls. There's a couple of brass braziers, various components of worship, such as more candles and incense, fine plates and gloves. There's like white gloves, tablecloths, statuettes, some goblets, decorated copper goblets. And I'm tempted. You don't see anything other than that.
What?
I'm tempted to be mean, but we'll see.
Right out. This place was locked with a good lock. Better be something important here. I'll just start searching.
Lulu flies into the room and starts shining a light around. What does she hold? What did she cast light on? I guess she's holding. I can't remember what I said. She's holding a pebble or something.
She casts light on John Lamore's little rowboat now.
Yeah, she can recast it onto the spoon, or can you cast it on something as big as a rowboat?
Well, it is a bowl, so.
Yeah, I guess maybe just like part of the rowboat, not the robot.
That's awesome.
Would there happen to be charcoal and
10 feet.
herbs
You
with
can do a
these
pretty big thing.
incense?
You find amongst all this stuff enough incense and charcoal and candles and things to have 2 fine familiar components.
Ooh.
Yes. I will split it with Ethel.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Please try not to kill your cat or something more effective.
Listen, I'm feeling stubborn. If I bring it back as something else, I've lost.
Well,
Maybe it's not.
Lost.
I'm just gonna shrug.
And just remember, just make sure you put it in your inventory. If it's not in your inventory, then you don't have it. And Kensei, you were searching the room just in general. How do you go about doing that?
I just kind of like I'm just going through some of the containers and going through just trying to find this was like the most sturdiest locked door that Kenway's ever saw. And if it's just here, it's just art pieces and statuettes and chairs, he's going to be pissed. So he wants to see if there's actually something worth protecting with such a secure door.
Okay, so as
There
you
has to
search
be
around,
something.
you're picking up a lot of these. Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I want to search too.
Okay. As you're both searching around, or you're all searching around, you pick up some of these things, these fine plates and decorated copper goblets and stuff, and you're looking through things and looking behind paintings. I don't know if you're looking behind paintings, and you see some yellow moles behind
There
them.
has to be something. There has
I
to
will.
be somewhere. Just like picking up shit, just kind of like forcing chairs to be knocked over. It's like somewhere.
Give me a perception check with advantage.
All right. Please, can I roll something above like a 12? I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
This is actually an extremely low roll. This is just because I'm being mean.
I don't know. It's been my luck today. Okay.
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm a happy cat. I'm a happy parrot.
You don't find anything as you're going through this junk, but then as you're kind of moving around the side of one of these tables alongside the wall, you trip into something. It sounds like there's a big, heavy object underneath this murky vinegar that you're unable to see.
I think I felt the X. Must mark the spot. And I'll just start reaching into the vinegar to find whatever I just tripped into.
As you feel around under the vinegar, you feel like this is a chest, a large wooden chest reinforced with an iron frame. You can gather that much from feeling around on this chest under the vinegar.
Is it like latched to the ground, or can I pick it up?
It's latched to the ground.
Ooh.
I guess I did end up being a little bit mean.
All right, someone, spellcasters, clear the area.
Ethel, do you still have that big fan?
I do have that big fan.
Can we like fan the?
It's a pretty powerful fan.
Yeah, can we fan it out of the room? Like push the shit back?
Let me see.
Because the other room's pretty big, so it should push it back into the hallway, into other cracks.
Okay, so gust of wind. 60
Line
long,
of
10
wind,
feet.
60 feet long and 10 feet wide. Last view in the direction you choose.
Yes. Otherwise, FOMO's going in face first to unlock this shit.
FOMO. Line must see a strength saving throw will be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction further than the line. You're not sure. You feel like it's a strong gust of wind. When you've seen strong gusts of wind blowing on water in the past, it hasn't blown your mind. The effect hasn't blown your mind. But you know this is magic. It's a pretty strong spell. You know it can like blow creatures over. It's up to you if you want to try it.
Because if you hold it at the right angle to the water, it should have like a pushing effect. Directly on, like pushing straight down, probably wouldn't have the same effect.
I mean, the only problem is that only works for as long as the wind is still going, right?
How long does it last?
It lasts, I think, a minute, but that means that whoever is unlocking the chest also has to be in the gust of wind, I think. So, just like, it's
What? Okay, so the locking, in comparison to the door and the locking mechanism, which way is the lock facing compared to the entrance?
So you've come into this room like this, and it's kind of opened up into this big square room, and there's these tables and stacks of various things and junk in the middle, and this chest is on the right side. You can feel around under there and feel like it does seem to have a locking mechanism in the front of it. It feels like there's like a padlock. And it is on the side that's facing inwards to the room, but to get at an angle to sort of blow it out the door would be a little bit difficult. But you could sort of do that.
I could try it with my mage hand. Like if we can see it enough, like if you could just blow it down enough that it can get to the padlock, I can just use my mage hand to unlock it and it shouldn't be affected by the wind. Instead of me being affected by the wind. Or I can just kneel down against the chest if the lock's facing the opposite side of the door and just stand in the wind and unlock it. But I can use mage hand.
Hold you by the leg and just hold on to something like outside the pressure of the wind and just hold on to you like a Alina kite.
You bear hug me around the chest Like, you pull the chest while I stand, like, in front of you, you block the wind.
Hurry, Alina! She can't take much more of this!
I mean, listen, it's up to Alina who will be in the way of the wind. If this is the plan. Yeah, sure. If this is the plan, we can do the plan.
How many times can you gust wind?
I think it's once a day.
Once,
All
yeah.
right.
But I have not used it, so it's not like a concern.
I feel like this is a good use of it.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Let's give it a go.
Alright. I let Alina direct me so she can choose exactly where this long line of wind is going to blast. So would you say like towards the door, but like at an angle?
At the proper, like,
Yeah.
if it's like a 45-degree angle, I'll like mathematize it out with
Cool.
like Weaver
Of
tools.
course.
My measuring tape.
So the exact proper angle. We spent some time setting this up, so it's really nice. And then yeah,
Atticus.
sure, I'll
We
cast
need an
gust of wind
Atticus.
from this fan.
Okay, are you going ahead with this plan?
Yes. I'm gonna do
Yes,
mage
we
hand because I feel like it's gonna be less affected. I won't be affected, I'm guessing, by the wind.
You,
But-
knowing your own spell, you would have a good reason to believe that's the case.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna mage hand unlock it.
Okay.
There's
So-
no flaws with this plan.
As you wave
I'm
this,
placing a template on the air.
as you wave this wind fan downwards at the water, it does create this enormously powerful gust of wind that just blows downwards straight out of this fan. And it is able to create enough force to at least reduce the vinegar down to where you are able to just see this padlock just above the vinegar, as this like vinegary water is just spraying outwards in the direction of the door and all over the room and getting on Kensei and covering Lulu in water and covering Fromo in water. It's like, ah! Lulu's like, ah! Like shaking and stuff, and you are able to get your mage hand in there, and it is indeed unaffected by this gust of wind, and it can get the lockpicks it has this just dip down underneath the vinegar just a little bit to get them up into the padlock, and give me a sleight of hand check.
And
I'm ready.
oh my god, I didn't want to say it.
11.
Oh,
As
geez.
it's doing this, it's sort of, you're kind of trying to control the mage hand, and there's all this noise and this vinegar going everywhere, and some of it kind of sprays in your face, and you're unable to see exactly what you're doing, and you sort of fumble with the spell, and the mage hand drops the lockpick into the vinegar, and it disappears under the water and fails to unlock the padlock.
Alright. I'm like, I refuse to let it end here! I just sort of like go up to Alina. Someone had a crowbar, right?
Yes.
Alright, I grab the crowbar. I'm like, for the loot! And I just jump into the pathway of the kind of like the treasure chest, and I'm gonna try to hopefully succeed the save and not be pushed, but I'm gonna try to wedge the crowbar into the padlock and just try to break it open.
Awesome. All right, yeah, give me a strength save, DC 13.
You get advantage with the crowbar.
No, this is to see if he's blown away by the wind.
Okay. On the strength check, the crowbar gives you advantage.
So, normal roll. Okay, we're good. All
Nice.
right.
Nice.
First roll.
Okay, now give me a strength check with advantage. Or a athletics check with advantage.
All right. Yes!
Ooh.
Nice, you are able to put enough force onto this crowbar to crack the padlock off the side of the case. Just as this wind begins to calm down coming out of the wind spells, and the water is all like sloshing around and everything, and begins to go calm again, but you know that you've opened this padlock.
I open the chest and I quickly grab whatever contents inside and just bring it out before the kind of like the liquid starts to swell it back up. I was like, I refuse! This treasure is mine!
All right, you can quickly grab. Okay, it's too hard for you to grab what the contents of this because you just see a fuckload of coins in this case. You also see, just before this wind dies down, that there are some... I don't know what they're called, but they're sort of... you would sit it on a table and it's kind of like a candle, but on top of it would have these like holy symbols of this sun. So they're like... you just see one of these, it's like a statuette. And you also see 3 gold actual holy symbols, like necklaces of Lathander. Also, these pictures of these rising sun with a path going towards it. And you see a couple of gems in there, and also some potions in there as well. And you also see, as you open this chest, these pieces of paper. They look like scrolls. They float up to the top of the water, and they are drenched in vinegary water.
Prestidigitation them dry! Quickly!
Okay, so you can pull out the... Well, so Kensei, you're trying to like grab this stuff, but yeah, there's just like a bunch of coins and gems and holy symbols in this statue thing that I'm talking about. I don't know if I described it very well, because I don't even really know. Can you picture what I mean?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I kind of like trying to grab shit and just kind of like grabbing in big fistfuls and just like putting it on the chest. I was like, just constantly kind of like trying to fight through the liquor. I was like, I refuse!
Well, as
I
you
will help with my mage hand, just like dumping it.
as this water calms down again, you can certainly just continue to pull out these coins and these holy symbols and this statue thing that I don't know the name of. And it's not like the water is going to prevent you from doing that. But okay, also
again, I'm an idiot. I don't know if this will be ruining anything.
But you pull out, Alina. So what do? You pull out these pieces of paper, these scrolls.
Yeah.
So you manage to pull 3 out, and they're just soaked, dripping with water. And you're gonna prestidigitate them.
Dry.
And you have to use an action for prestidigitation.
Yes. Okay.
So
I'm scared now.
give
Please make
me
fight.
give me a d6.
Okay.
Ooh, 5. Okay. You dry these scrolls, and you unravel them, and 2 of them seem to be still readable, but one of them is just a mess of ink, and the ink has just been too damaged by the water.
Okay. What are they? What do they say?
So to you, these just look like gobbledygook, I'd say.
Ooh.
I'll just like hand them to Ethel, like fucking more book scroll shit.
Well, except that then again, actually, because you're how does this work with whether or not you can read spells? The fact that you're a what do you call it?
Oh, I guess I am a spellcaster.
Yeah.
I just not a wizard.
Well, you take from the wizard spell list, so.
I do. I take from all spell lists, which is kind of sick.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you take from the wizard spell list. So yeah, that's a good point. So you probably, in that case, can tell what these are. Okay. All right. You think that one of these is a remove curse spell, and that the other one is a spell of tongues.
Ooh. I like talking to things, but I'm terrible at talking to things, so one word should probably use.
Tongues are on the bard list as well, I think.
Yeah, tongues is. So, I'll give it to our charisma expert, because it's worth, like, I can talk, but I'll probably fail.
Why, thank you.
And, yeah, whoever wants to remove curse, whether it's Ethel or even, Oh my god.
Mahkah?
Why can't I thank you? Just had a brain fart. Yeah.
Yeah, Cleric, Paladin, Warlock, Wizard for Remove Curse.
Okay. Sick.
Awesome. I'm actually
Not be
very
useful
skilled.
for what might come down the line.
Yeah.
Some very boisterous, animate objects.
So, Mahkah can't use the remove curse one?
Oh, no, he can use it.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't? Okay, then we'll give it to him.
Okay. I will put something... I'll put it in his inventory. I have to put a proper one in there later.
After finish hyperventilating, just moving the shit out of the container onto a table, he goes like, yes! Just like...
So you're just going like... like onto the table just with all this shit. Like... Okay, spell scroll
flicking
off.
the vinegar off towards Alina.
And make sure you add tongues to the spell scroll of tongues to your inventory, whoever ended up with that. Okay, sweet. So you have this copper kind of sculpture thing that I don't know the name of. And you have 976 gold pieces.
Whoa.
That was worth the locked door just by that.
3,717 silver pieces.
And it keeps going!
Somebody's gonna have to
100
divvy up that math later.
And 18,122 copper pieces.
What? Wait. Can you say that number again? 18,122?
Yep. 18122 copper pieces. So 976 gold pieces, 3717 silver pieces, 18122 copper pieces. You also have
rich.
3 gold holy symbols of Lathander, which you're not quite sure how much they're worth just by glancing at them. You also have a rich transparent gold gem, and you have 2 transparent red gems. You also find 4 gold rings, 2 bottles of what you know to be Alchemist's Fire because you've seen it before.
Nice.
Ooh.
And yeah, the copper sculpture thing. It's really annoying me that I don't know what to call it.
This is a thing that has candles on it, right?
No, not candle. Oh
sorry.
yeah, but it is kind of like that. I don't know the name of that.
Is it like
thing either.
the
Candelabra?
candelabra or like the Hanukkah thing?
Yeah, the Hanukkah thing is that what it's called? I didn't want to say the
no,
wrong.
I don't know what
yeah.
it's called.
Yeah. Whatever that thing is, that's kind of what I mean. Oh yeah, like a candelabra, like a desktop candelabra. So it's like sits on the desk, and then it's a sort of a pillar that would be maybe like, I don't know, like a foot and a half.
Like a candlestick?
Kind of, sort of, but it's a statue, and then on the top of it is
Okay.
this like symbol, the symbol of Lathander. I don't even know how to Google for that thing. Why did I put it in here when I don't know what it is?
Just type all of that into Google.
I could type all of that into ChatGPT. I might be able to do it.
That might work.
But yeah, you're not sure about any of those other things in terms of what they are worth. Just by looking at them.
Oh, I see.
Just by glancing at them.
How many potions?
Yeah.
How many?
Yes.
2 bottles of Alchemist's Fire.
Oh, they're not health potions. Damn. That's unfortunate.
If it helps, just in case, we do have 2 potions of healing in the bag holding, and also 1 potion of greater healing in the bag holding.
Also, I think I have some healing as well. Potions of healing.
That's also true. And I forgot we had like 24 flasks of holy water.
Yeah. Like if we get into another fight, I'm probably toast.
You have uncanny dodge, at least 2 hits.
Depends.
You gotta have better I can't even finish it without laughing. Oh, sorry. Those are in the bag of holding, so you can use them if you want.
ChatGPT just says it sounds like. It says the object you are describing sounds like a tabletop crucifix. That's not that helpful, but okay.
Ooh.
It's a tabletop Lathander symbol. Thanks, GPT. Okay, sorry. Was there a question?
Oh yeah, can I inspect the gems?
Yeah. Give me an intelligence check. If anyone is good at jewelryism, which I don't think anyone is. Is anyone a jeweler? No one's a jeweler. I think we had this issue last time you were trying to
But I
assess
am
things.
very wealthy.
I steal from a lot of people, so.
Unfortunately, your experience with luxury goods is not enough to help you identify the value of these items. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a pretty good haul.
Oh yeah, that was worth the door.
I just want to like start looking around the walls in here and stuff. I start poking the walls like there's gonna be more things like the door release that we got through.
Okay, give me a perception check. So, okay, wait, actually, before you do that, as you move over to the walls, you can, and Lulu shines a light on these walls as you kind of walk over to them to poke at them. And you see that there are a bunch of images in the walls. And it looks like scattered around the walls of the room, there are these tiles. So it's this kind of, the walls are this red sandstone with this mosaic sort of pieces of glass and stone, but then there are what look to be 20 tiles, you can count them, there are 20 of them, sort of scattered around the room. And they all have images on them, and I will give you a handout for the images. These are the images on these tiles.
Ooh.
For fire.
Ooh.
There was text and now there's not.
Same.
Let's go.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry, my bad. It's because I moved it into the handouts. Hold on, here we go. Should be able to see it again.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
And it should be in your handouts now as well.
Do we recognize any of these symbols?
Wait, winged sword.
Where?
Right under the sheaf of grain. That's the pendant for Zariel, right? Because I'm wearing that.
You are pretty sure that this is indeed the winged sword of Zariel.
Oh, yeah.
What's that doing here?
And Jean Lemore, in order to try to identify these things, let me see. How would we go about this? Maybe ask me about a particular symbol, and we'll do a religion check if you want to
Ball
identify it.
containing many eyes.
Okay, give me a religion check. I don't know if this is a good way to do it. It'll take a long time. Ball containing many eyes. That would be... Actually, that would be something that Ethel could recognize pretty easily as a symbol of Savras, although I don't know if she's ever taken on Savras as a patron deity. But it's certainly been thrust in her face a number of times by religious people attempting to convert her.
was Storm symbol that I have, was it it's just a gauntlet, or was it a gauntlet with an eye? It was like a flaming gauntlet. I'm trying to remember symbols now.
Yeah, so you also have it's just a gauntlet, there's no eye.
Alright. Would you say it's like a right-handed gauntlet?
Yes, that's a symbol of Torm that you can recognize.
Why are there so many weird symbols?
Oh my god, this is a symbol of Ogma. The
The
blank scroll.
So the front one seems to be that of what's outside. Then we got one for. Are we supposed to be pressing the good ones?
and
Or
blank,
the ones that.
blank scroll
Or the
is
evil
Ogma.
ones.
Nice one.
Kenway kind of like just is like very confused, just looks over to wherever the tile that has the path of the leading sun, just sort of like, or the shining sun, and like presses into it.
Okay, so you press the shining sun. Nothing happens when you do that, although it does sink into the wall a little bit like a big button. And after it does that, it then kind of slowly returns to be flat with the wall. And-
walk. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, why don't we take a 5-minute break here and...
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute before we figure this out.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll see you back in 5 minutes.
All right.
So yeah, 20 tiles in a dark room full of vinegar and junk.
That sounds the
Junk?
joke.
Found a lot of gold in there.
Do we know that if there are 20 gods or something?
You know there are more gods than that.
Okay.
You're not
Oh,
sure
yeah.
of the relevance of the 20.
Can I hit the winged sword?
So what was the one that was already hit before?
The
path-
path of the leading of the shining sun.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, so you hit the winged sword and it also presses into the wall and then slowly returns outwards to the wall and nothing else happens.
Alright, then I would poke the hands bound at the wrist.
Okay, as you press this tile in, you hear all of a sudden this sound of like start, and the room begins to fill up with some kind of smoggy, gaseous substance.
That
Ooh, sorry, don't breathe it. Everyone hold their notes. Run away. Leave the room.
What does everyone do?
Hold nose.
Hold
Yeah.
nose?
Hold your breath. Leave the room. Don't breathe it in.
And try to leave.
We back up a little bit.
Does anyone stay in the room?
I will, because I'm gonna still try to figure this out. It's like, no, werewolf.
We can give it a minute, please.
Okay, Kensei, give me a con save, as you ultimately
Alright,
are forced to inhale.
All right, is this a save against poison?
It is. So you have
Alright, good.
advantage.
I thought you were just gonna say, like, just whip out that you were, like, immune to poison, so you're just there being totally fine.
Nice. At the moment, you seem to be able to hold. Let me think. You seem to be able to resist this feeling of sickness that's creeping into your lungs and into your body. And you sort of shake your head and you're still able to see clearly, you're still able to stand up, but you feel that remaining in this room will not be good for you to do for any serious amount of time.
All right. So, I kind of like just everyone rushes out of there. There's a pause. Found it. Where the hell are you supposed to do this? Close the door, not this. And just like starts coming out there, just like, all right. I swear, we're gonna have to rub our heads and pat our bellies with this one. Just kind of like stomps out of there, just kind of like all frustrated.
Ethel, which one did you press?
I pressed the hands tied. I figured that's who we're looking for, right? A prisoner? Apparently that's not the move.
Apparently that made us. But that
Apparently that was too obvious.
I feel like it is maybe the signs of these gods, yes?
Mhm.
And maybe, I mean, we are in. Which one is for Lathander?
That was the
The
path
first one.
leading to
Lighting
Shining Sun.
Nothing happened.
Mm.
Or we didn't audibly see anything different. It went in and then it went out, but nothing else happened.
Right.
And then we did the sword one, I think, and same thing. Went in, went out, nothing happened. It was only when the bound wrist one that bad shit started happening.
Do we know which
god that is?
Dude,
You
which
can-
god did that be?
You can give me a religion check with advantage, Ethel, if you want to identify the hands bound at the wrist. You recognize that as the symbol of Ilmata. Ilmata is a god of self-sacrifice.
Do we
The-
know if they have bad blood with Lathandan worshippers?
So, Ethel, from what you know of Ilmata, you could tell Jean Lemore that he is a lawful good god, and Lathander is, I think, lawful neutral, if I remember correctly. You don't know, there's nothing that you can remember that would suggest that they have bad blood between them. But yeah, Ilmata is a god, he's also known as the Crying God and the Broken God, the Lord on the rack, or the one who endures. And yeah, he's a god of self-sacrifice and known to be a patron of the suffering and the oppressed and the persecuted.
So maybe if we suffer through the smoke, it's a good thing.
Alright, I'm going back in.
I will have her now. Just kidding.
Mahkah can hold his breath.
Oh.
That's true. Mahkah couldn't hold his breath. So we can. So you're standing outside of this room, on the other side of this iron door. Next time we do a run out of the room, I'll ask for probably a dex check.
Next
to
time.
see
So
if
a
you
lot
can-
of bad things will
if
happen.
if it happens again. But yeah, Mahkah, you can send Mahkah in there. He can hold his breath, and you can shout in from outside of the sacristy.
What if we press him with our mage hands from the outside instead?
I kind of want to figure
try
out
it?
what all these tiles mean for Godwise, because it's strange to me that we have a bunch of them that are dealing with, like, some of these are actually known deities that belong in this city, and then we also just have a winged sword, because Zariel, to what we know, is a cult. It's not a religious group, correct? It's something that started at least not that long, not like the rest of them that we have seen so far, not like a Torm or Lathander, right?
Yeah, Zariel was an angel, not a god.
So, as far as I'm concerned, she's the only god.
Oh, shut you.
Oh.
We're trying to deal with a religious sect a good religious sect. Not just
Fromo, ever seen these things before?
What?
What?
What was the question?
You
Sorry.
ever
I
noticed
didn't-
these? What? You ever noticed these tiles before?
No, I didn't even know this room was
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Great. You're so useful. Why
Thanks.
are you still alive?
Because I can carry stuff, remember? And I can spell good.
Right,
pretty
of
good.
course. And you can spell, which is such a good skill to have.
Does this does the smog clear out at some point, or does it permeate in here?
I'll say that you can see. Yeah, you can see the smog well enough to know that looking into this room, it does appear to begin to dissipate. there are still these flower-shaped holes, sun-shaped holes in the ceiling, little holes, and it begins to dissipate out through those holes.
What if... Okay. Oh, thank God you add stuff to it. Cool. All right, so we touched the sunshine. That was fine. We touched the wing sword. That was fine. We touched the Ilmater one. Not fine. What if... Okay. We have Torm, we have Lathander, we have Zariel technically. What if it's tiles that deal with the beliefs in the city? Because Zariel's just... I'm sorry, it's an odd standing out here, so I'm concerned why it's standing out, and also it's just like, it did nothing, so I'm like... Alright. Who here... Oh, so... Mage Hand, touch the button for Torm, just in case.
I'll do it.
Alright.
Okay, so the right-handed gauntlet again?
Yep.
Okay, so nothing happens when you do that one.
Alright. Torm,
Can we-
Zariel, Thunder.
Hold it in, and then have Ethel's mage hand push one of the other ones that didn't do anything? Like if we push them in at the same time?
You find that the mage hand is unable to hold it in. It's not strong enough. The tile pushes it back out.
Torm. Tyr. Wasn't Tyr part of a religious sect here? Am I mistaken there for someone else?
People in Elturel worship all kinds of gods. There probably wouldn't be a god that you couldn't find worshipped here. It's even legal to worship cults and evil gods and devils and things.
I feel like that would change after this campaign's over with. But anyway.
Can we just go through and see if we can figure out what all of them are? If you want to do a one by one, we can go one by one. But
yeah, just
yeah,
I guess we'll just do. Give me a religion check to identify any of them.
Okay.
So the next.
Hopefully that's not too boring. Sorry, what was this one?
Well,
for?
I was gonna do the Phoenix Rising from the Fire, but I guess that's a 9. So maybe we don't know that one.
Yeah, you're not sure about that one.
All right. Great. It's going well.
All right, so one down,
start.
like 10 more to go, or 15 more to go.
All right, I'll do the coin too. I do like rolling, so this is nice.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a bit of a boring way of doing it, but I don't know. I've started it, so we'll stick to it. Okay, so this is the corn. Sheaf. Wait, where's the corn?
No, the coin with a woman facing.
Oh, the
to
coin.
left.
Okay, that would be Joaquin. Wait, hold on. Let me just look for that coin with a woman. Yeah, so this is. This is Joaquin, who is a lesser deity of wealth and trade. She is a neutral god. And yeah, god of, also known as Liberty's Maiden and the Coin Maiden. God of entrepreneurs and caravan guides and warehouse owners. Entrepreneurs. Lemures.
Can I push that one?
Which one? Okay, yeah.
The coin.
You push that one, and it does the usual.
Okay.
I just wanted to see. Oh, so Joaquin Phoenix is not spelled how this is spelled. This is W-A-U-K-E-E-N. Because Joaquin Phoenix, like, that's a name that as an Australian I struggle to say. I don't know. I cannot say, like, Joaquin. I don't even know how. Is that even remotely correct?
It sounds right to me.
Close to what I've been hearing it. So.
Okay, sweet. I've just gone with like Joaquin, but so this is like Joaquin. I don't know. Wait, I'll write it on here, and you can say it however you wish.
It's difficult to pronounce anyway.
There you go.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. Sheaf of grain.
Ooh. Sheaf of grain.
I'll do that for every single one.
All right, sheaf of grain with a 10. You are able to recognize this as a symbol of Shantia, the Great Mother, the grain goddess, the golden goddess, who is a neutral good god of druidry and the wilderness. a deity of agriculture and plant cultivation.
Wasn't that the old man said when we discovered him on the floor in the big high hall or whatever? Or was he also saying Lathander? I thought I heard that name from
No, so he actually said Sylvanus.
Oh, Sylvanus.
And Sylvanus is kind of seen as associated with Shantia, but he is like a god of wild nature as opposed to farming and stuff.
Oh, okay.
What alignment do we know? Do we think Shantia is?
She is neutral good.
So next would be the pregnant woman.
Okay.
I would be surprised if she's like, like chaotic evil all of a sudden. Whatever. Oh, nope.
I'm not sure about the pregnant woman.
Actually, I have never. Ethel has never seen a pregnant woman before.
In all your 108 years or whatever it is.
Yeah. In all of my real old, I've just been in a library, and we don't allow pregnant women in.
110 years. No pregnant women in the libraries.
No pregnant women in the library. Yeah.
An equitable law.
God, I love coming up with horrible lore because.
So next would be the left-hand gauntlet with an eye in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not sure about that one.
Listen, Ethel is just so thrown by seeing this image of a pregnant woman.
No, I understand. It's there's vinegar everywhere. You're trying to recall your information. You're using a lot of our brains today. So, sometimes there's a brain fart.
Ethel's getting old, she's...
Oh, it's Helm!
Your memory a little bit.
Yeah, so the thing about Helm is also is kind of the second main god in Elturel, so you would actually just know that one. For sure.
Okay, never mind. I'm not crazy thrown by the pregnant woman.
Wait, no, you don't know the pregnant woman. Oh, I see.
No, I say, yeah. I just imagine it didn't affect me going forwards.
Well, we'll see if it affects this next one.
So unicorns. God damn.
Okay,
Nope.
Ethel, maybe I should take over for a little bit. Alina's gonna step in.
Who even are these?
I mean, is anyone religious? Does anyone have
Well, I have proficiency. I have a +6.
Yeah, you're better than me.
Oh,
Bro.
I was just assuming you were better than me. I don't know. Okay. I'm old too, I guess.
Ethel takes a small little break, just to let her mind cool.
Yeah, Ethel just
let the
sees
steam
this
simmer
unicorn
down.
head and is just like so enthralled. I can't look away. I can't continue.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll just keep going down the list.
Okay.
I'll let Ethel cool off and think about her life choices about keeping pregnant women out of libraries for whatever reason.
So the next one is Sprout breaking through the soil.
Yep.
Or Sprout breaking through soil.
Okay. You feel that you, at least at the moment, have a pretty good grasp on religion. You just don't recognize this. You don't know if this is not associated with a religion in the area, or it's not a god, or you don't know, but you don't recognize Sprout breaking through soil. You feel like it could be related to, with a 20, you suspect that this could be actually related to Lathander, because Lathander is a god of rebirth and birth and growth and renewal. So you feel like this might actually be another Lathander symbol, but you're not sure.
Okay. I will relay that. And move on to the next one. The Morning Star with the spiked ball. Which I feel would trigger morning stars flying from the walls.
That would be metal.
Not going to press it.
Wait,
Just checking
I'm
it.
assuming you're not pressing each of these.
No.
every time. Okay.
No. I'm looking with my eyeballs.
What about the balance scales?
Oh, did I skip one? Yeah. Sorry. Yes. got
Balance
excited by
scales
spiky
resting.
ball.
Oh, you.
Okay, balance scales resting on balance scale is resting on a warhammer. Yeah, give me a roll. Give me another roll.
Okay.
Okay, this is a symbol of Tyr, the god of justice, the even-handed, the maimed god. And he is a lawful good deity, also known as the blind overlord, who is a god of blind justice.
Okay.
Alright, so that's Tyr. Now the morning star. Maybe we have to find the symbols that deal with Lathander then at that case.
Okay. Spiky balls. Spiky balls.
Boy, out of context, that's bad. Alright, anyway.
I thought it was meant to be out of context the whole time. Wait, so which one's this?
This is the morning star.
You put the
Spike
morning star
ball.
and the spike balls with Tyr, but I think you wanted balance scales.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Balance scales.
With
Because
the
I got
warhammer.
distracted by the spiky balls.
Okay,
My bad.
this is another symbol that you aren't able to associate with anything. Morning star with a spiked ball. You have no idea about this one. Again, you're not sure if it's related to something outside of the Sword Coast that you've never heard of. It doesn't seem like it would be associated with Lathander that you can think of. You draw a blank on that one.
Next, the burning ring of fire.
The ring of fire. The ring of fire.
Okay, this one also... wait, hold on. It's weird that oh yeah, that's alright. Yeah, this one also you're not able to identify. You just also draw a blank. You can't associate this with anything. Ring of Fire, I mean, except, whatever you might associate with it just as a player, but nothing specific though.
Alright.
Left hand pointing upward, outlined in fire. That's kind of how we feel about right now in hell.
Oh, come on!
You have no idea about that one either. It also draws a blank.
Alina on the back, and it's like, listen, sometimes it's hard, okay?
An oak leaf is the next one.
Can I just start helping Alina? Why haven't you do that the whole time?
It's
We're
not
working
terrible.
together.
The oak leaf represents Sylvanus, the oak father,
Oh,
the
yeah.
old oak, the old father tree.
The burning torch.
This
What's
one, again, you feel like you're not sure about this one. You're drawing a blank. Seems to have something to do
Sorry,
with fire
friends.
again.
All right. Okay.
Last one?
Maybe. Oh, is there one more?
The candle above an open
Candle
eye.
above an
Lit candle above an eye.
Oh.
Okay,
And
this
then the
one
ones-
you just recognize from your time in Candlekeep. This is Denier.
Oh,
I knew. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
you're just
the,
waiting for the last minute.
neutral good lesser deity of writing, known as the Scribe of Ogma, which is why Jean Moore would know.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's
Lord of all
Thank you.
glyphs and images, known as the
So-
first scribe.
Okay, so maybe we have to touch things that were related to Lathander. Maybe like.
maybe Phoenix rising from fire. He's like got a rebirth,
All right.
right?
Just in case if there's like something that like locks the door, and I'm pretty good against poison. There hasn't been air or shit that I drank or breathed in that I couldn't take.
I feel like you said there was sun things in the ceiling,
Yep,
like sun.
small
I'm
holes.
almost worried that like the fire related ones will fire will blow out of those suns from the roof.
That's
Just set your ass on fire.
Again, I am pretty durable when it comes to fire related.
Or I'm gonna push Fromo forward and be like, he can press the buttons.
The
What?
holes in the ceiling, do they go to the outside? Like, so there's light coming in or not?
They go to the level that was upstairs. So there is some light shining in that's being kind of reflected around upstairs and then reflected down through these holes. You feel like it would usually let sunlight in from the dome above, and also there would usually be torchlight in here. There's some wall sconces and things.
All right.
But at the moment,
I was just wondering
little
if there
bit
was
of
light above it. Could we tell if it would shine on any specific images?
Yeah. I was just gonna ask that too. Good call.
It's
Or are they too big for that?
there's too many tiles. It doesn't seem to. The light is too diffuse. You're not able to determine.
Okay.
All right.
And they're not specifically in line with any symbols along the wall?
You
Like the suns don't line up with any of the tiles?
you spend some time having a look at it and thinking about it and trying to sketch lines in your head, but you don't think there is any connection there.
All right. So any of those that are not fireproof, you might want to get out of the building. I'm touching the Phoenix.
Okay.
What did you want to say, JL?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was as we were inspecting these tiles, just quickly, can JL see if any tiles have signs of wear?
Give me a perception
That makes
check.
a lot of sense. Instead of going through them one by one by one by one.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, good call.
Oh wait, sorry. What was I meant to do?
Perception check.
Perception.
Sorry, my bad.
We're all like, oh, wait. Can I use my inspiration and give myself advantage?
Go for it.
Yay!
Good call.
Yay.
Yes. Well played.
You have a good look around. 14. What was the let me just check what the DC was last time I let you do that.
Can Mahkah cast guidance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not, I guess. After the fact guidance. Give me another D6. What's guidance again?
D4.
D4, I think.
I mean, we haven't confirmed if it passed or failed yet, so.
Okay, 16.
Thank you, Mahkah.
Where was it? I just want to make sure I'm kind of doing the same sort of. Oh yeah. Okay, so before it was DC 13.
Ooh.
You find what you think is a smudgy mark actually on the winged sword symbol.
Ooh. Okay. And just the winged sword symbol.
You also see what looks like a little bit of a smudgy mark on the Ring of Fire.
Ooh. All right.
So let's clear the room out just in case. So we'll do the wait. We already did the Windsword and nothing happened. So
But
maybe
maybe
we have
it's
to,
like the
we have
right
to do things that
combination.
are. We have to do things that are related to her and then press it at the end. Maybe. Or,
We could just do the two smudgy ones, and see if we all die, and then we can maybe go to the other.
yeah, like I said.
That painting of Zariel, right? There was a big painting in a room.
The paintings
Was it
in
the
there are
painting of
just
her?
all of Lathander.
No, we're talking
Somewhere
about the
else?
high hall. Yeah,
Oh.
we saw her sword.
The one that I chucked.
Yeah, the one that you threw out into the void.
In the in Thavius Krieg's office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I recall what was in that painting?
She was in battle with what looked like a large pit fiend, and it was cutting off her hand, the lower part of her arm,
Okay.
and the hand holding the sword was falling into a ravine.
Maybe the
Oh,
left hand pointing outlined in fire. Maybe.
Ooh.
So
Ring of Fire.
So I'd like to touch the Ring of Fire.
Okay, as you do that, the room starts filling with gas again. So what do you do? What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna go run over and kind of like I'm good with poison. I'm gonna touch the Ring of Fire, or the left hand pointing at outward outline of fire.
What does everyone else do when this room is filling with gas?
Oh, I thought we were.
I'm
Oh, you're standing outside. You're standing
I
outside.
didn't go in.
Sorry,
he
I forgot,
went
I
in
forgot.
willy nilly.
Okay, so
I'm just.
We were
kind of-
gonna make
maybe this is
Fromo
the
do
thing.
it, but-
Maybe this
Yeah.
is into endurance.
okay,
I mean,
Kensei,
we
give
could have
me
probably
a con
helped you
save.
press the buttons.
Yeah. Yep. Totally. Con. Save throw. Advantage.
Okay. You're all right for the moment. Again, you feel like you don't have very long as this poison starts to enter through the capillaries in your lungs and spread through your bloodstream. What are you doing again? You're running over and...
I'm hitting the one with the left hand pointing and upward and outlined in fire.
Nothing happens when you do that.
And then I'm going to be running over and trying to hit the one with the winged sword.
Nothing happens when you do that.
All right, then I run out of the room.
What if we hit them at the same time?
Are they near each other? Like, or is this the order they're in on the wall?
It'd be very difficult to do that. No, they're kind of just scattered all over the room. You'd have to get everyone doing that. I mean, you could have multiple people in there trying to do that.
Plus our hands.
Oh yeah.
I just meant like the two, like you know, in like movies when they're doing something like dangerous and you have to have two people turn the keys at the same time. That's what I'm thinking. Two people have to hit the tiles at the same time.
Yeah. What if we try that with the hands, the mage hands?
The smudged ones.
Yeah, the smudged ones.
Alina, I could push the smudged ones at the same time.
What'd you say?
I said Alina and I could hit the smudged ones at the same time with the mage hand. So we're
Yeah. Why don't we
near the gas.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do that, the room, again, you hear this sound, and the room is even more full of gas than before.
Okay, maybe the smudges were a red herring.
I wouldn't just give you a red herring. That's shit.
Just like some guy just like really liked touching that one. Like it's nothing.
He just like getting poisoned over and over and over.
Some Zariel fan just really likes poking the sword, you know?
I like poison.
Dude, if you visit enough your head, it's funny.
Who did Zariel serve when she was like a full angel again? Like, what deity was she under?
When she was originally an angel?
Yeah, when she was helping out with Elturel, not before all this stuff went out, but...
I don't actually know, so it's not relevant. But she served, you know, under the sort of legions of angels in Mount Celestia, and they did not want to intervene in the Blood War, and she decided to go and protect Elturel anyway against their wishes. But yeah, I'm not sure who it was she was serving.
Alright.
Have to get back to you.
Okay. I was thinking maybe if we had to follow the path of like she served here, then the Ring of Fire, then the Hand, and then the Phoenix, and then maybe like or maybe the Zariel, like following the line of like her. Why would this? That would be. I'm sorry, I'm just like very baffled of why we're doing this in the Lathander Temple, but maybe there's like a corruption here that I'm just like very, very perplexed of this puzzle, which is good news, I guess. All right. Fuck.
Is there anything around the room that might give us a clue? Password reminder, maybe?
All of these items and artifacts and things, if they have anything to do with any god, it all seems to be Lathander.
Alright. What if we hit... Okay, maybe we have to do stuff. Maybe we're doing something... Why the fuck?
We could just do all the Lathander symbols in the order that they are in the list, you know? Is that the order that they're in on the walls? Like...
They're not in... No, not in this order.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because we didn't touch the sprout breaking through the soil either, that we thought was maybe Lathander. And did we touch the one that said path leading to sun?
Yeah, that
shining?
did nothing.
Okay. That did nothing. Okay, I couldn't remember after the frivolous touching of tiles.
And Lathander is the god of like birth and stuff like that, right? Like new beginnings in life.
Yeah.
Because then maybe pregnant women should be on our list too.
That could be, yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to use the mage hands to start pressing those tiles, see if that makes a difference.
So which one's path? Pregnant woman.
Path, Phoenix, maybe.
The sprout breaking through the ground.
Sprout in that order. I guess just the order on the list.
I don't even know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's just go for it. Whatever.
Okay, so
all of them.
you
We're
press
not in the room.
those 3 tiles.
I think there's 4 maybe.
When you press the
Yeah, it was 'cause it
third
was-
tile, the room starts filling up with gas again.
Which one's the third one?
Which one was the third
Whatever.
one?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Whichever,
pregnant woman, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
just any third one. Oh, okay.
whichever. Yeah, when you hit
Okay.
a third tile, it fills up with gas.
Okay, so it's like up to 3.
We have 3. We have to get 3 tiles. Right.
Okay, wait. Okay, so we
Alright, I
have.
press a bunch of series of 3 tiles just
Oh, no,
to
wait,
make
wait,
sure
wait.
that it's always the third one.
So maybe if we touch any third tile, it fills up with smoke. So maybe if we just touch the 2 that are smudged, maybe now something works.
Okay.
So yeah, so as you do that with your mage hand, Ethel, you confirm that it seems like every time you hit a third tile, then the room fills up with gas. If you hit 3 and the room fills up with gas, and then you hit, which ones are you hitting, Kensei?
The smudged ones.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Interesting. Not what I expected.
All right, let's back out. Let's hit a third tile so we can have this reset.
Yep, you hit a third tile, it resets. More gas.
Okay.
Are the smudge tiles in a particular, like, do they look like they are equidistant or something, or like, do they have a relationship to each other on the wall?
No.
Okay.
As hard as you try, you don't seem to be able to discern any kind of relationship with any of the tiles in terms of, you don't find a pattern, you can't see any particular order of anything, nothing like that jumps out at you.
Alina did the religion check on the Ring of Fire, right?
Yeah.
Just because I was wondering if I could also try.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
So, again, you're not able to recognize a Ring of Fire. You can't place it with any particular religion.
Should I check the unicorn and pregnant woman?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll give you the ones that you can recognize.
Okay.
At
Okay.
least, so we don't need to do that. So, what do we got? Okay, so the ones with the question marks are just ones that, no matter how much thought you put into it, you're not able to work out what they are.
Okay.
What do we got? Unicorn's head is Myliki.
I'm sorry, what?
You're like, my leaky, and I'm like, you're leaky.
My
Do you need
leaky.
to use the bathroom?
I'm leaky.
We can take a break.
Myliki is the mistress of the forest, the lady of the forest, or the
Ooh.
forest queen. She is neutral good god of druids and rangers, and was also the goddess of autumn for a time. And okay. Flail with a spiked ball, you're not able to work out what that is. Morningstar / flail, I guess. Hands bound, Ilmata, Ring of Fire, you don't know. Left hand pointing upward. Can't recognize that one. The Oak Leaf is Sylvanus. The Burning Torch you can't recognize either, and Denia. So these are the ones you're able to recognize. The other ones, no matter how high you roll, you just can't place them with anything.
The pregnant woman, same thing? We're not sure?
Same thing.
Okay.
Should we just go through and do all the smudgies and the unknowns? We just...
How many combinations is that? It's probably still a fuckload of combinations.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, I wasn't thinking about like having to do them in every order.
6,
So
7.
that's a lot.
Yeah, so if you just tried to do
8.
sets of 3,
Yeah.
what's that?
Oh.
Like 8 times.
No.
So forgetting about forgetting about the order of them,
One.
just combinations
It's
of
like
3.
I think it's 8. Wait.
Probably still
so you
a
got
lot more
8.
than
I think
you
it's
would
like.
think.
So the first one. Okay, so the first one we would have
There's
8 different.
There's 9 combos for each, right?
There's 9. Okay.
No, I don't know. I made that up. I don't know why I said that. There's no thought behind that.
So
9
let's
times 8
say,
times 7. Yeah.
but we know 2 of them, right?
Well,
Apparently, maybe, possibly. So 2 smudged ones, and we need 1 more. So that's like 40 different
but
possibilities.
There's 8 unknowns ones. Yeah, so it's
those 2 plus
I think that's.
X amount of other ones we want to touch. So those 2, and then 1 other one. If it doesn't work, then it's a reset. Those 2, 1 other one.
Well, so that's only 5, if you're not worried about the order of them.
Please let it not be. We have to worry about the order.
I think there's only 6 combos of each one. So
So
6
how
times
many
8.
question marks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, guys, we shouldn't have to brute force this. I don't want to just sit here and
Oh,
be like,
and
okay,
there's also the
this guy.
sprout, so 6. So that I mean, if you just do that, you press like the 2 smudgy ones and then 1 of the others. You just have to do that 6 times.
All right.
Is that what you're gonna
Okay.
do?
Let's try it with the mage hands, I guess.
Okay.
Or
With the Phoenix and keep going.
Yeah, just start from the top and go down. Yeah.
Okay. When you press the 3 tiles that are the winged sword, the ring of fire, and the flail with a spiked ball, all of a sudden, this image of a large mouth appears in the center of the room.
What?
It's just it just materializes out of nowhere, and it is just a mouth. Big red lips that appear in the middle of the room. And it just says, "Speak the words and enter."
Oh, crumb.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm gonna be like, Fromo, what the fuck's the words?
And then the mouth disappears again.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Okay.
And Fromo is like, "Well, what? I don't know. How should I know?
is there
What do
like
you
a nice...
preach in church?
I'm just a lowly guard."
Oh.
Yeah, but you went to church.
Yeah, about Zariel and well, I remember there was a lesson the other day about how we have to stand up for law, for the law of the universe, and for the survival of all beings against the chaos of demons, the demonic hordes, and the importance of standing strong and doing whatever it is that you have to do, regardless of how you're seen and whether or not people think that you're evil or not. That one really stuck in my brain because I felt not very good about myself, some of the things I've done since joining this cult.
You know, I think there's hope for you yet.
Thanks,
Everything you
old
say
lady.
is like- wow.
What are the?
Is- I was just gonna say, is there anything that we've heard, like a phrase that we've heard all the cultists repeat a lot?
Nothing comes to mind.
Like, okay.
I have written down from last week's notes something. Wherever rests Lathander, the fire burns strong.
Okay.
It was written somewhere. If we press those things again and the map appears again, I'd like to try that.
Okay, so you can press those 3 tiles again, and sure enough, speak the words and enter! When you say the password.
Wherever rests Lathander, the fires burn strong.
Incorrect!
Gone. All right.
Try as you might, you cannot think of anything or try anything that works as the password.
I feel like we skipped a step and we have to go somewhere to get a password, then come back here. Let's go try to find this this Duke, this Arch Lector. Maybe we could force the words out from her, and maybe this will solve something.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone would know, it'd probably be her. She knows everything about this place.
I think what we just found was the cell door. Now we gotta find the fucking key.
Press it one more time and yell, "Open sesame!"
Incorrect!
There's nothing in like Maud's letters or anything that she used as like a sign off. I guess maybe saying your weird cult sign off would be a bold thing to do in like, your letters that you wrote to your sister asking for help. So maybe not.
Yeah, nothing that you can find.
Yeah, that would be bold.
All right. Arch Lector. And he doesn't know where she is, does he? Fromo.
I don't know. You haven't asked him.
Fromo. Fromo.
Yeah.
Do you know where the Arch Lector is?
Yeah, she's at our base at Candlelight Tower.
Oh, aren't you so good?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should go find her.
I think Ethel like panics a little bit because I think he's like, I don't know if we can do that yet. Maybe we should look around here just a little bit more.
I need a rest.
And she's like,
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna start looking for if I know we did this once, but if there's any place in the walls where a large amount of vinegar seems to be draining through. Like, I'm looking for if there's any like really small gaps or holes anywhere.
You don't find anything like that.
Also,
yeah, you have a feeling like maybe, like I said, the vinegar is gradually draining away, but you can't find anything specific.
Mm-hmm.
You think maybe it's just going out of just cracks and various things in, just seeping into the dirt in the walls.
Kensei, can you please try to take my statue's head with us?
if we want to have it follow us and keep talking,
Just in the bag of holding. She'll shut up while she's in there.
I mean, fine. At least if I can. Just some weird catharsism here, I guess. Walk up and just sort of like tip over the statue and try to break off her head enough to put it into the bag of holding, I guess.
It's like, look, put me down. You're a friend with wait, sorry. So you actually are trying to knock the head off?
Yeah.
Did you say? And with a Kanobo? I was getting ahead of myself. If you're trying to grab this thing, does it have still the Hessian sack over its head?
I mean, does it?
We can take it off. Take it off so you know where to pull.
Sure, I'll pull off this is weird. I pull off the head of the statue and just try to kind of like break off the head. I'm like, fucked up trophy, but all right.
Yes.
You again! It's like, you again! You idiots! Did you find anything? Probably not.
Well, you're about
Especially
to
with
find the
Alina
void.
trying to pick locks. Your lock picking skills are so bad.
Pick up my lock.
Apparently Alina once tried to steal from a blind beggar and got caught.
These are such good insults.
He's got good hearing.
If I can get close to you, I'm gonna cut your head off.
She just wants another kid.
Right. Enough of your comedy gold. Get in the back.
I've seen goblins with better lips than yours.
Oh my goodness.
At some point, Alina should be taking D4 of psychic damage for these.
Okay, so I don't think you can take the head off, though. Unfortunately, Kensei, no matter how hard you go at this thing, it is just really hard stone, maybe even magically imbued. You're unable to remove the head.
Hey, look, Alina! This statue is more durable than you!
It's like, good one! Yeah, Alina!
Oh dear.
Oh, wow. You two are just comedy gold. I think you should get married.
No one would marry somebody that looks like me. Oop.
Jeez.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, so is the group like, are we getting ready to leave to go to Candlelight Tower?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think
like.
I need to rest. Rest or drink potions.
All right, hold on. Before we figure out what we're gonna pursue for, I don't feel too comfortable bringing along our tag along. I point to our new prisoner.
no, he's fine. He's harmless. He can spell though, so he's useful.
You also see him looking around at this point. He keeps like glancing in the direction of the stairway where you came down from. Like he's looking for something almost. It's like
Fromo, what you doing there?
nothing.
Who are you expecting?
You have shifts? Is someone else coming?
I don't know. Not that I know of.
Does he seem like he's lying?
Give me an insight check.
No.
Actually, wait. I got it. I know what we can do with him that we can keep him alive. Can I take the manacles and wrap them around the Alina statue and sort of like chain him to it?
As you're chaining him up, and he tells you this that he doesn't think anyone's coming. Ethel, you definitely get the sense that he's not being honest with you.
All right, so guys, I think someone might be coming. Whether or not it could be someone who's more knowledgeable about this, I doubt. But
there you go. As they finish wrapping the manacles towards around him, is there like what is the statue like posture? Like, is it just like a straight statue with no gaps, or is there no like an elbow hold that I could just like attach one manacle to one arm of the prisoner and then one manacle to the statue?
Yeah, I'll say it's kind of standing there with its arms on either side, like holding a dagger and a sword, and so you can like. There you go, better Alina. You got a play date.
Son of a bitch.
This is the best day ever.
Swift kick you in
It's
the
like,
ass.
who are you? Whoever you are, don't get Alina to try to unlock this lock. You'll be here forever.
wow, guys, we should we leave or should we try to fight whoever comes down here and then sleep here?
Let's get out of here. I don't want to sleep in the vinegar.
I just want to ask him one question just before you leave.
It would be almost impossible to sleep in the vinegar.
Yeah. It'd be uncomfortable.
Well, there's beds. I'm assuming it's like it would smell real bad.
That's true. There's beds that are above.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh.
Go ahead. Sorry, Jail.
No. Okay. were you waiting for someone, or were you looking for something? And I'm gonna really assess his response and see. Yeah.
He hangs his head. He's like, actually, we sent one of our imps to let them know that you were here. So I was thinking maybe they'd. I don't know what you're gonna do with me. All right, I'm worried you're gonna kill me. I'm not ready to be a
Why would we
spinagon.
kill you? You said you were good at spelling.
I don't know how much you need a mediocre speller.
I'm really bad at spelling.
Well,
you
probably need me quite a lot then. But yeah, look, I don't know. They're probably coming. They're probably coming as we speak.
So, Ethel, are all your books very poorly written if you're bad at spelling?
Listen,
Yeah, how bad
you
at
have
spelling?
a team.
You spend all your time in a library.
Team. So no, I read my book and then someone else helps me edit it. It's not. It takes like a year.
Books, I'm like,
Yeah. No, my notes are intelligible.
All right, let's. Okay, since I don't feel comfortable taking him with us. I don't feel comfortable leaving with him. I feel like he has outlived his lifespan right now. Because if we take us with us, we're gonna have to figure out a way to keep him quiet because a lot of things running around, and I don't want to leave him here because you could just be like, oh yeah, they went to such and such place.
I won't say anything.
Sponge filled with vinegar from the bath in his mouth. Don't keep him quiet.
No, that's disgusting. Please, I won't say anything. What am I going to say? I don't even know where you're going or who you are or anything.
Kensei, he's.
Well, I guess you're going to go to Candlelight Tower, but anyway.
She'll tell you everything about it.
all right, fine. I won't kill him. I'll just knock him unconscious.
What are you doing?
Thank you.
Knock him unconscious. Sorry. There, fine. We found a happy medium.
Yay!
The statue's like, this is probably the first time anyone like me has slept next to anyone.
Oh!
Yep. Yeah. Let's go. I could fucking. I'm gonna carve out her eyeballs with my dagger.
I'm scared I went too far with that one. I'm sorry. It's just
Combat might happen because things. Alina, I will hand you a thing of the greater superiority potion from the bag of holding.
Okay.
It actually says in the rules that it just says verbal threats. It doesn't actually say that it does insults. but in the last session, somebody was like, "What?" Asked me for insults, and then afterwards I was like, "Oh well, I guess it does insults as well." But it keeps saying like, "Come back here! I'm gonna stick you! I'm gonna kill you! I'll somehow hit you over the head, or you'll hit your head on me, or something." I don't know. I'm not very clever. I'm just a copy of Alina. It does both. This particular one also insults.
At the very least, you have your looks, Alina, as I hand you a greater superiority potion.
There's a lot of good stuff in here. I didn't realize what was in this bag of holding.
Oh yeah, it's a treasure trove of equipment.
Caltrops.
Ooh, caltrops. We should run out stealthily. Oh, yeah. Well,
I'll be quiet.
Yeah, I'll be the distraction, making sure that everyone knows that we're going in one direction.
all right. Let's just get out of here.
Let's skedoodle, gang.
Skedoodle!
All right, you can head back up the stairs, Lulu flying eagerly up front and back into the upstairs area of the Chapel of Lathander, where this light is shining in through this gold dome above this collapsed pyre, and you head back outside into this front area in front of the Temple of Many Faiths. And we return to the streets of Elturel, and as always, you hear screams and burning, the sound of burning, and there's ash in the air, and strikes of lightning occasionally hit the earth from the what was once the companion, and it's hot and horrible out here.
So are we on our way to Candlelight Tower now, or are we gonna go find a place to rest?
We're gonna. I feel like we could try to start heading in towards that direction, but definitely trying to locate a good place to like either take a long rest or short rest.
Yeah.
So you can't take a rest. It's only been a couple of hours since you took the last
okay.
rest.
Whoops. Okay. Gosh,
And
Even
these sessions are weird. It's
short
been
rest?
2 weeks.
Sorry.
You feel like you might be able to take a short rest somewhere.
Okay.
Because I think, like, this whole time we're walking, Ethel is, like, very fidgety, which is probably funny because I think she's probably normally, like, a stern old lady. She's like, everyone, we, if we're going to Candlelight Tower, I feel, I don't know how much you overheard when I was talking to, LadyJinxIII, but, maybe you should know that, Maud might be there and she might not be, well, she's definitely not on our side, but
It's all right, Ethel. It's not the first sibling that's not been on our side. Kensei.
Yeah, you could say that I've
It's
experience dealing with the bad seed of families.
Don't stress.
I believe that for LadyJinxIII, she says that she killed her, and but she has spoken to me through some spells that I was able to send. So I believe she came back in the manner that we have seen some people return throughout the city.
Oh, great! We'll be dealing with sloppy seconds.
Okay, Kensei, that is still family.
I mean, am I wrong though?
I don't know how powerful she will be, but I would prefer if we didn't kill her.
What if she tries to kill you, Ethel? I would certainly not want you to die.
Yeah, but she reached out to me before the city disappeared, and I knew she was in trouble. It's why I returned.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help but think there may still be a way to help her. And I don't know exactly what happens if she gets killed. We haven't been able to fully determine that.
All right.
But
All right. If we find your sister, and she looks human enough, I can understand that. But if we find your sister, and she turns out to be like a worse version of like those like ghastly ghouls or whatever that keeps coming back, or hell, if it's like a transmorphic eyes like demonic entity, I'm not making any promises, especially if it's trying to kill us. I'm sorry. Survival is important.
I will not ask you to risk your own lives in trying to keep her alive, but I would ask that is our first priority. And that I may be willing to risk my own.
Ethel.
I'm not gonna lie, if it's between you or your sister, I'm choosing you, so just letting you know the options. Deal with the devil that you know, right?
You are just... the only reason I haven't punched you is because I know it won't do anything.
Isn't he a delight?
I will certainly try my best to not kill your sister, Ethel.
Thank you. I know that is all I can ask of you.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here before the other search dogs figure out that we're just talking out here in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so you headed for Candlelight Tower?
I have a ball helmet. Yes.
And me too.
Wow, you're going to be taken very seriously. You might not even. If there are any devils that are looking for you, as Victusa suggested there might be, they might just go like, these definitely aren't the powerful dissidents. They're wearing bowls on their heads. Wouldn't worry about it.
Do I get +1 to my AC with a ball on my head?
They say these words, yet when they try to hit the people with the bullheads, they constantly miss because of wall rolls. And they're like, maybe they're onto something.
I think a bowl taking like the weight of like a sword onto the head would. I don't think this bowl would protect you very much.
I swapped it for a pot.
It's like a helmet. It's like a bike helmet.
Well, maybe you can have a little bit of AC, but you'll lose some. You'll have a. Like on your attack bro.
It's like you're fighting to keep the
One hand on the
improvised armor like in place.
Yeah.
So it's like
You can only fight one-handed.
like you're fighting to keep the ball in line, so you can see you're trying to have like this pot, this like skillet in front of your stomach to like stay in there by like a loose cloth. It's a mess.
I'd like to roll to sew some kind of thing that like tightens it close to my forehead, like up like it's upwards, like.
Do you actually want to roll for that? I'm not gonna.
I will.
I won't actually give you any real benefit from wearing a bowl on your head, just so you know.
It's just the comic of it. The comic.
Yeah, I do really yeah. I love the image of very powerful adventurers with a bunch of bowls.
Designing bowl hats. Tailoring some beautiful bowl hats.
+1 to attack, -1. Sorry, +1 to AC, -2 to attack. All right, you head back into the streets of Westerly, and also I said the wrong thing in a previous episode. I said that this is the High District, but the High District is the district back up on the bluff where the High Hall is. This is Westerly, which is the wealthy part of the Docks District. And if I didn't say it before, although a lot of these buildings are crumbling and on fire and such, these do look like grander buildings than in East Dock. Many of them are multi-story and built of better construction materials. And so you head in this direction towards Candlelight Tower. And as you get here, I'm just going to roll for a...
Flying shingles of death.
possible shingles. Where's my D10? Nothing. So there's no hazards. I won't roll for any. Maybe as you come up the street, I'm not going to roll for an encounter. We've had plenty of random encounters. You see these like ghouls run by dressed in Hellrider and Flaming Fist outfits, and you're like, shit, those are the ones from before, which were killed by those chain devils. And you managed to just sort of like duck out of the way behind some behind like a burning structure, and they don't see you and keep running. And you're able to continue up here towards Candlelight Tower, which you know where that is. And let me see. Come down this street here, and you come up to here, and this is Candlelight Tower here.
Oh, that is not a far walk. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, pretty close. And Candlelight Tower. And as you come down the street, you see this long rectangular courtyard encircled by a iron fence with a big gate at the front. And there's this broken pathway leading down from the front gate, which is over on this side. And there's some browned grass on either side of this path, dead grass. And this tower is a multi-storied tower with several different peaks, blue-colored peaks made of with blue shingles on them. Lots of windows, and there's a couple of bridges between two different sections of it. It's just this large base, and obviously narrows as it goes up. But these peaks, there's a couple of major peaks that have bridges between them, and a bunch of different windows and some balconies and things like that. It's made out of grey stone with these blue roofs. And as you know, this used to serve not only as a hub of learning and research in Eltergard, but also as a sort of embassy for Candlekeep. And you know that Silvira Savicus spent some time here, and also kept Ethel's sister Maud in a cell here, under the watch of Ferrier Jinx. And as you approach this gate, and you see this dead grass with this broken path running down towards this wizard's tower, you see several individuals kind of scattered around this large courtyard area, this kind of grassy area. You see a bunch of cultists, and you see what looks like basically a giant scorpion standing to one side of this courtyard, and it's being kind of held on this chain that is sort of wrapped around its torso. What do you call a torso of a bug?
Oh,
Like
thorax.
A thorax.
Maybe?
That's right. I was going to say larynx. Yeah. Thorax is right. And these two creatures that are standing on either side of it that are holding this chain also look buggish. They're purple in color and covered in what look like thick scales. They're standing on two legs and holding these large, sharp-looking tridents, and they have mandibles and glowing yellow eyes that are kind of set into these almost skull-like heads. And yeah, they look insectoid, and they actually have additional. So they're standing on two legs, but they appear to have like 4 arms. And yeah, they're covered in these dense plates of this sort of chitin-like material. And all of these creatures are just kind of standing around, and they don't see you approaching just yet.
We need to find a place to hide out for an hour.
And a place I can ritual cast find familiar.
Were there any buildings that looked kind of like they would hold up and hide us close to Candlelight Tower?
There's a building to the southeast that looks like it's in relatively good condition at the moment. It's not on fire, it's standing stable. You don't see anyone lurking around there at a glance.
All right.
Let's make our way there.
Okay. You're able to come over to here. This is a fairly modest dwelling, and you can walk up the path of this dwelling. It's a 2-story dwelling, but fairly narrow. Couple of chimneys made out of just brick and mortar, with like shingles on the roof, like a brown shingled roof. And you can go up in here. It just has like a small yard out the front, and there's like a wooden door, and you find the door ajar, and you can go in there pretty easily. It seems like it's abandoned, and it's like fairly lavish inside, despite the fact that it's relatively small. I mean, it's 2-story, but yeah, in this area it's maybe not as impressive as some, but there are curtains and wall hangings and pots around, but it looks like it's been abandoned. And you don't hear anyone hanging about in there.
I say we barricade the door from the inside, and I'm gonna have a little trancey trance under our tables.
I think we
so
should
nothing falls on my head.
Let's just make sure to take a little peek at all the rooms. Make sure no one's lingering.
So you're just taking a short rest, right? You wouldn't be able to take a long rest.
Yeah, just a short
just
rest.
Just a short rest.
I'll sing my song of rest. Oh, before we rest, we should check. Yes.
Yeah, you
take a little
can
peek.
you can have a check around. You can run up the stairs and have a look up there. There's like a master bedroom, a couple of smaller bedrooms. You can look in the kitchen. There's a storage area and a lounge room with these lavish couches on it. Dining room. You don't find anyone anywhere.
All right. I'll sing my song of rest. 1 second. Here we go.
I'm gonna can I communicate with my familiar if it's not like it's like a weird creature, right? Essentially, I want to ask it if it wants to keep coming back as a cat, but
Yeah, you're not able to communicate with it. Well, it's in like a different dimension. Like it's in the probably like I don't know where is a familiar when you
I have no
haven't
idea.
summoned it.
That's what I'm asking.
It's in. Yeah, I mean it'll be in a different plane for sure.
It's gonna be so upset with me. I say as I look in my book and I see 432 cat deaths, and I guess something's not working here.
Oh.
Celestial, Fey, or Fiend.
Oh, what'd you roll for the D6 for the Song of Rest?
6.
Okay, cool. There we go, and then we'll use the 6. Okay. So that brings it up to 67.
The Song of Rest, do you only get to do that if you use one of your hit dice? And it gives you an additional one? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. Sorry. So I
just
spend a hit dice,
Oh, okay.
and then each of you guys gets extra 6 hit points.
Okay. Because then I don't think I need to use one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like I should. I guess your familiar can come from different places because it can be celestial or fey, or you could choose fiend even, I guess. But yeah, it wouldn't be in this plane, so you'd have to summon it to communicate.
All right, I'll summon it as a bat, and just be like, if this isn't good, we can switch it. We can go back to cat. I just thought maybe you'd like wings. So I'm just sitting there like having a discussion with a bat because I think it is like essentially an independent creature that you can communicate with in a way.
It can't speak though, so it's just gonna be like.
It says you can communicate telepathically, so it's like I don't know. I guess I would guess that it could say I hate being a bat. Alright, I could get that vibe.
you unfortunately you can't get words from it. You can maybe a vibe, like you could get some kind of stressed feeling from
like,
it.
Are you upset with me? Would you like to be a cat? And then I show the number. I'm like, this is so many deaths.
It doesn't
That's not very
seem
helpful at
it doesn't
all.
seem stressed or anything. You don't get that feeling from it.
I'm sorry, our experiments failed. Maybe next time we could try cat, but like you stay back. Interesting. We'll try that for a few days.
All right.
It's still called cat, by the way.
Okay.
Cat bat.
Yeah.
All right. Are we good to head into the heat of battle?
Well, I do have, so I guess I can tell you guys about the spell. So I have Arcane Eye, so essentially I can have a little eye that you can just go, like, essentially scout for us, and it looks like there's no limit to how far the eye can move. So I'm just worried that if we get into a big battle with the Scorpion, that's not the only thing that will come fight us, you know? Like, we're definitely going to make ourselves known to anything else that's in the tower. So I don't know if it's worth it to try to scout out ahead and see exactly what we're getting into and if there's any other ways in, or if we think that maybe our sneaky plans have gone poorly before and it might just be better to go fight the thing.
Well, it's also a thing of like whatever we try to do that's sneaky, because depending on how it goes, depending on where further combats go, it's the issue of those things that might hear outside that follow us in, and now an exit plan to get out quickly could be blocked out by a big scorpion.
That is true.
Do we know any other way in?
I do think the Arcane Eye, just to scout out what is involved in the tower and just to go through whatever you can, I like that plan. It's just in the past we've only did one successful espionage. Others were not that great.
And we're definitely going to be getting into a fight, like, you know, because we're trying to get information, not like from an individual, not just like something. So also, we've been talking about, I don't know, resource management. Maybe I somehow already don't have that many spells. I don't know how I use them on. But so it is like my only 4th level spell, but since it is like one of my divination spells, I'll get some stuff back. But...
I was just gonna say, like, didn't you use like arcane recovery at one point, or can you not use that?
Oh my god, do I have arcane recovery? Have I been missing this for like a lot of sessions? Because now that you said that, that sounds like something that I definitely have.
I mean, I don't think we take that many short rests, but yeah, you can
that
recover.
is true.
I mean, it also been a crap ton of weeks since I think we...
It's been a long time, yeah.
Sure.
When you finish your short rest, you can choose expended spells to recover up to a confined level. What? Wow, I haven't done this in a long time. This is a good feature that I have. Excuse me. I'm gonna use that.
Combined level of what?
A combined level of 6 or higher. So I think, does that mean I can get 2 3rd level spells?
Oh, that's interesting that it shows you that. It just shows me none of the slots can be 6th level or higher.
Oh, no.
But, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Wow. No.
Wait, so how many does it let you do?
I don't know. I'm looking it up in a...
It's like
funny
it's
when
half?
other people know
Is it
my
half?
character more than I do.
I feel like it's like half your level, if I can remember.
You know, it doesn't help that I DM, so I have to make sure I get like abilities correct. I also have just a shit ton of memory to random stuff that doesn't help me in real life, except only in game days.
This is real.
Oh,
Okay.
don't start don't start making me kind of like blur the realms between fantasy and reality.
Yeah, so equal to or less than half your wizard level rounded up.
Okay. So 4, so I could do 2 level 2s or 3. So exciting. And I can only prepare spells with a long rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah? I don't know.
I believe so.
Okay.
Maybe if you can't remember, then in this case, that is the case.
Okay.
Okay. If we cannot find a different entrance, Jean-Maur will suggest that he can hypnotize those in the courtyard with a pattern of some sort, and they will be charmed and incapacitated. And we can, like, try and kill them before we go in.
I am all up for making the enemy not do anything else we butcher them. I'm all for that, obviously. I don't care about giving them a fair fight. I just want to dispatch so we can kind of get to the people that we really want to get to.
Well, they seem evil, right?
Oh, that too. I'm just saying.
Okay. Very good. Yeah.
Because I may have gotten a little bit hasty with my resources and just burned a lot of it on the Although they deserved it, they hurt. They hurt.
Odd.
Yeah.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Now we got buggy and scorpion people. That's gonna. Oh, I don't like them. I don't like the look of them.
Oh,
I think those things are mezzoloths.
what's a mezzoloth?
Gesundheit?
It's like it's a kind of Yugoloth. They're not devils or demons. They're also now known as daemons. They're neither lawful evil nor chaotic evil. They're neutral evil. Still fiends though. Very malevolent. But they work with both sides. They're often used for various. They can be spies. They do deals for their own profit. Not to be trusted. Not by anyone.
Can they be bought by money?
It's often hard to know what it is that motivates them. They're all quite different. They have different plans. They're known to have very long-term, complicated, devious plans. So maybe not. I don't know if regular money from Faerun would be of much interest. Down here, I'm not really sure.
Also, it could be a problem with the other plan as well. That we run into issues that spells seem to not work too well on a lot of the habitats here. Or at least.
What, sorry?
We also have been running into issues where spells don't really work too well against the local habitat, local population here as well. So that whole plan might. It's all up to luck, but.
Yes, that's true. Okay, well, we just go for it. Woo!
Alright, so apart from the two insectoids and the scorpion thing, how many other cultists did we see?
So you counted 5 cultists, 2 mezzoloths, and the 2 mezzoloths have a giant scorpion on a chain.
That's many.
I kind of want Mahkah back so we can do the conjure animals thing. Try to shift the scales of this combat to our favor a little bit.
That's a good point. Oh, didn't Mahkah take short rest? Can we give Mahkah hit points in short rest?
Let me have a look. He's on 58 out of 59. I don't know if he should spend a hit dice.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Song of Rest would give him.
Song of Rest.
Oh,
gives
nice.
him-
59. And but it'll take a short rest anyway. Probably.
On a scale
recover
of
some
1 to
things.
59, how are you feeling right now? That's my favorite D&D
Favorite
joke.
way
I
of
don't know why.
metagaming?
Yeah, absolutely 100%.
I'm going to introduce some kind of punishment for metagamers.
Ooh.
So I say, on a scale of 1 to 59, how good are you doing right now? And you go -2 to AC for the rest of this combat.
-2 to AC for the rest of the combat.
At a scale of 1 to 100, I'm about 39, maybe 50%, depending on what the all-powerful gods do to me next.
Okay, -5% hit point tax to any metagamer.
Well, that's one way to roll a new character.
All right, I'm just gonna start making up. So instead of saying 1 to 37, I'm just gonna go on a scale of 1 to 250. So it's totally arbitrary, but it's still.
And it's in line with Ethel.
Yeah, Ethel has 250 hit points.
I'm gonna be
You did not
watching this
know this,
later,
but
trying to
Ethel
work out if your hit points, if this 259 is divisible by your hit points. Is this some sort of complicated metagaming?
It's complicated metagaming. I'm making it more difficult.
It's so metagaming, it's metagaming the metagaming.
Yeah, it's metagaming with more steps, but metagaming nonetheless.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we're about as ready as we're gonna get. It's gonna get rough. I feel like we're gonna have to.
I was gonna say we should still check for another way in, just in case.
So,
Okay.
do we want to use the eye, or would it just be worth it to just send like the familiars out
Is
instead?
the eye invisible or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
would say the eye.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not gonna. I'd like to keep my bird alive for a little bit more than 5 minutes.
Listen, the bat can fly, so it's invincible.
All right, you go
Treated
for it. Yeah,
No, I'm
you
just
go
kidding.
ahead. You go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'll
I'm looking
cast.
above to the swarm of flying things that are parading the skies over Elturel.
I'll cast this Arcane Eye. And I'm just gonna have it like travel out and move like around the building, and then eventually like inside the building. I just want to do like a full run of the building. I think it lasts for like an hour, so maybe I could have done this, you know, after my familiar comes back during our short rest. And I'm just gonna look around and see as much as I can about who's in there, what like ways there are maybe in. Just hopefully get a good idea of what we're dealing with.
Okay, so give me a stealth check first as this eye approaches the building.
It's invisible. I guess
It's
I think
still
it's
a
very small
shimmering,
too.
translucent silhouette.
It is?
Yeah.
I think, well, I wasn't sure if it was like Unseen Servant where it's like literally not a thing, but I can't tell how big it is. Because it can go through a space that's 1 inch in diameter, so like, I think it's tiny and invisible, but I will still do a stealth check.
Yeah, I will say that there's a chance that it can be seen.
Okay.
As it sort of flies through the air, it is like anything else that's invisible, this kind of shimmering, translucent silhouette. And 19, I'm sure, will do the trick. Let me just have a look, just to make sure. Okay, cool. So the eye is not seen. It's able to circle around the building from outside the fence. You can see through the eye that there appear to be shadows and creatures moving around within the building. You get the impression quite a lot of creatures are within the building. But as the eye then begins to circle inwards towards the building, it is like stopped. It's like, and it is unable to get closer to the building. Some kind of force is preventing it from approaching the
Oh my
building.
god, so rude. Okay. And no matter where I go in, this force prevents it.
It seems like there is some sort of magic encircling the entire compound. Which doesn't surprise you given that it is a tower that's associated with Candlekeep.
Okay. And then from any other like weird angles, can I see into the building and like maybe get a better idea of where people are or where things are? I don't know, I'm assuming there's some windows in there.
You can't get close enough to see that much,
Okay.
but you see creatures moving around on all of the levels. There's probably maybe 4 or 5 levels in this tower.
Okay.
And it looks like, from what you can gather, there's a lot of creatures in there.
All right. So I will warn everyone about that because this might not be a fight that we can win if everyone comes out of there.
That is a feeling that you get.
Yeah. So if we just go in
I mean, you don't know,
guns a-blazing.
but it certainly makes it look like it's going to be, yeah, at least a very... It makes you nervous.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right. So, Temple of Many Faces, we need a password. Candlekeep Tower is too many people. What is left on our docket that we can go to that might help?
Also, sorry for ruining your plans, Ethel.
No, it's okay. I understand. Sometimes things must be done.
I'll say that the eye can actually make out what look like these runes that are etched into the stones around the building as well. And you can see from... Give me an Arcana check if you want to see if you can work out what these runes are.
Okie dokie.
You think these are abjuration runes of some kind, and you think that they might have something to do with a spell of non-detection. Some kind of, non-detection energy being generated by these runes in the building, which prevents scrying on the area.
Is that what's preventing the eye?
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea that would be what would prevent the eye.
Alright, so we're back to where else information-wise where we might glean better things. Because I'm running out of places that we've been told about.
Well, I could maybe... If we come up with something interesting, I know Maud is in the tower. We could potentially do some sort of distraction. I can speak to her, so I could send her a message. We could either try to divert some of these forces somewhere, or I don't know. I could just ask her what the password is. I'm sure that would go poorly, but you know, she might know if she was in charge of keeping Jin or Sunstar in jail. I could just ask.
So are you thinking about using the sending?
Oh yeah, with the abjuration. No, that wouldn't prevent that because I've already spoken to her, right?
It's just that you used sending just earlier in the day, and probably only a couple of hours ago.
Can you only do sending once a day?
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the sending stones. So of course you would be able to reuse. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
I was like,
thinking of the stones.
I was like, I feel like I've done that.
Yeah. No, it's just a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could totally do that.
I mean,
Sorry.
like, yeah,
I'm trying to ruin all of your plans.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying so hard.
I am trying to ruin all your plans, but just
okay, it's
but
fair. I
lovingly. No, that's not true. I want your plans to succeed.
No, you don't. So maybe I could ask Maud a question that's like, gives away like our location, but it's like a false one. Like I'm trying to come up with something. Like maybe if I just asked for the password, she would think we were there, and then she would send people over there or something like that. You know?
You know, maybe. Also, there's something that I'm thinking now that this is coming to. There's something I just had a weird epiphany. So, Maud told you that she was falling with kind of like with bad people, right?
She needed help because she'd been in prison and I know she was scared.
Oh.
But yeah, the letters did
yeah.
imply that previously.
Yeah.
She'd fallen into some.
I could tell she was getting into some things, but I don't know if I would say she was actively regretting it.
And we did hear accounts that the Archlector is a she.
Yep.
Is it possible that your sister might be the Archlector?
Yeah, well, maybe, but I felt like maybe if we... That's why I said maybe I could just ask what the password was.
Yeah.
Like, maybe she wouldn't really want to tell me, but if she was in charge of keeping an important prisoner and at the Church of Lathander, and after what Fromo said, it did occur to me that maybe that's what she was doing. I just didn't think that she was that important to the people she was working with, in a way, you know?
Well, congratulations, Ethel. Your sister rose to some sort of prominence.
I'm so ready to fight you. I just know I would lose, so I'm not going to.
It's. I mean, okay, I might have crossed.
All right.
Whoa. Tangent.
Yes.
I'm
Sorry.
totally down for the Kensei ass kicking from Ethel, but that's just.
Okay, just before we get into the ass kicking, the mouth. What was it exactly that it said? Like, speak the words
And enter.
and enter?
We should have
Yes.
just said the words.
Words? Should we just say the words? Like, that's
Oh, but
silly.
that's simple. I'm going to kill Kenway, I swear.
Let's just say that you tried that and it was not that.
So we would have gone.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I like that though. But
You
I
would have
wouldn't.
been taking it from the best, actually.
Like a whole lot of this.
Okay. So it definitely seems like we cannot fight whatever's.
Maybe. I didn't want to give you such a certain impression, but just
There's a lot of guys there.
there's a lot of there's a lot of.
What
people.
if? What if you lured them away?
That's what I was saying. Like if I say,
As-
"Oh, Maud, please come meet me at this building on, 3 blocks from here. I want to talk." Maybe she'll just send some people over there, or something like that. Or maybe she won't be interested, and that's a bad plan.
Or she tells you to go meet me at the Candlelight Tower, like I just
Well, she's
said.
maybe already said that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, again, like, oh, but come over here. It's so nice. I set out tea and biscuits for you.
Or does someone have an illusion that they could make?
I was just thinking to like lure these
Yeah.
guys in the courtyard out, but I guess that doesn't do that much. I can make an
Interesting.
illusion though. Some sort of delicious-looking child, maybe.
What child would you describe as delicious?
That's dark. I like it.
I mean, I feel like they'd enjoy like a snack, maybe.
Maybe, like, the soul of an innocent would probably be interest of them.
You do know that devils are sort of protecting mortals, not necessarily killing them.
Well, they are doing the contracts, right?
No?
Or
some.
is that? Am I getting the mixed up?
No, there are definitely devils doing contracts. You don't know which devils.
Oh right, yeah, they don't want to eat the children yet.
Yeah. So just
okay.
someone who looks like their soul would be really nice.
Okay. Man, this is hard.
Gosh, coming up with plans? Ugh. Hard.
All right, so you've had a couple of ideas. Let's maybe settle on a plan.
That's the thing. We don't know which one to do.
Yeah.
Well, what were the options? Send a message.
Send a
sending?
message. Yeah.
What else?
Make a little illusion. Try to
Okay.
get some people out of there. We can't. I don't know if we can sneak in. Because there was around the fence. There was no other way that I saw that. Like weird back door that we could maybe have snuck
And-
into.
You didn't see
It's
a back
full
door.
of.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
okay.
there's the dumb plan of just charging headlong into danger
Yeah.
and probably trying not to die.
That is probably. We're probably going to talk about the plan for maybe
can-
40 minutes and then settle on that plan. As we always do.
Disguises always work.
Disguises.
If
Okay, so we've got sending, we've got disguises, we've got illusion, and we've got
vote-
running in. Sorry, JL, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I vote running in because we can always run away.
Interesting. I think maybe we should try illusion and then run in. I think maybe the hierarchy is illusion, disguises, then run in.
The issue I'm seeing is that I'm just worried that it's going to be like the same thing where we did with the High Hall, where we tried to do the disguises and the illusions and waste a lot of resources that way, and then we turn a corner, it's like, intruders, get them! It's like, fuck! That's my fear, especially since they sent an imp out.
All right, how about everyone say what they think we should do? Jean Lemore, you want to run in? Alina?
I'm all for disguising and stealthing in because that's just how I roll.
Okay, Kensei?
do me last. I can't.
Do me
No,
last.
no, that means I have to go. Because I also don't know.
Okay, Ethel.
No, do me like.
All right. I'm Kenway. I'm willing to die. I want to run in. If I'm dying in a blaze of glory, surrounded by fire and brimstone.
No. We run away if we die. We run away.
Well, to those that can hide and move pretty quickly without the ching chong of the armor on their back.
So there's a big fence, big iron fence with a big iron gate at the front. How do you intend to, if you're going to charge in?
The rest, 3 of us pretend to be cultists, and 1 of us pretends to be, like someone whose soul just got in a contract. We're like, we got this one right here. Got us in, so you can see how nice this soul is.
You know what? Let's just tell them you're Maud's sister and you're here to see her.
That's honestly probably, it's definitely gonna get us in there. She did say, come visit me.
There you go. Let's go.
That's true.
Really
We'll
important
dress up as
plan. I need
cultists, you be you.
All right.
That's true.
Just gotta understand that this might go poorly, and if we're all ready for that, we can go. We can go in.
All right, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
This is a really bad idea.
Okay.
What-
Yeah, so it's disguises with the light errant of flipping the oh shit this is bad switch in combat enabled.
All right, so everyone casts whichever spells they want to cast.
I'll just throw on the disguises from the Zariel cultists.
You guys just pretend you caught me, and then you're like, wow, look, we got Maud's sister. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because then I won't waste a spell on disguising myself either. Like, because we're just gonna go up.
Oh, did you get the spell of the...
I'll just wear robes.
Your 6th level wizard ability with the Arcane Eye ability?
That it recovered a spell slot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
'Cause we need all the resources we can get.
We do.
All right, so is anyone casting any spells to change form or anything like that?
Just wearing robes. Cultist robes.
Okay.
Cultist robes.
Cultist robes.
I will wear a cultist mask.
Okay. And what's Mahkah doing? Turtle.
Oh, I forgot Mahkah's a turtle.
Probably wild shape back into like a bear. It seems like they have a scorpion, so honestly, if they have like random animals, maybe he could do a scorpion too.
Yeah, see, look, we also got one of those. We're very legit.
We are legit.
Maybe, I don't know.
So, giant scorpion. He shakes his head. He's not able to turn into a giant scorpion.
Well, I mean, just in case
A
he
bear
can
is
do
good.
bear again, and
Bear is good.
if things go south, he could just try to.
Or a...
Go ahead.
There was a giant ape
Oh,
as well last time. But yeah. Bear is fine.
Trying to work out. Well, I don't think he can do. I'm pretty sure he can't do that at level 7. I don't think it's in here because it'll be in his. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to look in Circle of the Moon, maybe. Combat Wild Shape. Circle Forms.
oh yeah.
So I think at 6th
because
level you can
this-
transform into a beast with a challenge rating as high as your druid level divided by 3, rounded down.
Oh yeah, so he had to be challenge rating of 2 or lower. So giant scorpion is not is higher than that. Ugh.
Okay, so dressed as cultists, Mahkah turns into a bear. He's gonna watch this later and be like, I would never have done that. No, I don't know. It's using one of his spell slots. Oh no, sorry, it's using one of his features.
Mahkah's gonna be like, I have the perfect plan for this moment. How did you miss it? And we're gonna be stuck. We're gonna be imprisoned.
All right, I'm sorry, Angelo. I'm using one of your wild shapes.
Sorry, Angelo, we're about to get you murdered.
And Ethel, you have a bat, but Alina, are you summoning also
Luna.
Luna? Okay,
Yeah.
just make sure you spend the.
Oh, I did.
Okay,
Way
cool.
back when. Yeah. And I took the stuff out of my
I
inventory.
actually forgot to, so that's a good reminder for me.
Okay,
I ritual casted it, so.
Yeah.
Oh, you still need to use the components when you ritual cast it.
I did.
Okay,
I had
sweet,
two things in my inventory.
Okay, cool.
I just hadn't used the other one.
Maybe in the future,
I
if you
said
can
I forgot.
just click the just actually
didn't-
click it so it
Oh,
posts
sorry.
it. Because no, that's all right. That's all right. Okay, so you head down the street. Should I roll for a hazard? No. You come up to this gate, and these Mezzoloths, so-called Mezzoloths, that are standing there holding this chain and this scorpion, they turn in your direction. And then one of them like turns and makes this calls out in Infernal to some of these cultists in this strange otherworldly voice. And these cultists who are standing around at the front of the door look over and see you standing at the gates. And 3 of them approach while the other 2 remain at the door. And they walk along this broken path over to the gate. Yes. What do you want? What cult are you part of?
The same cult as you.
Where did you get the robes from? I forget where. Oh, you took them from So it is
Zariel
Zariel.
Yeah.
Zariel. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
But
We don't recognize you. We didn't see you in any of the meetings. What's going on here? What do you
We're a
want?
special force.
I was just gonna say I gesture over to like Ethel and I was like, this one claims to be Maud's sister.
Maud. Maud. The Archlector, you mean?
Yes. Tell her Ethel is here to see her.
Ethel. Kind of like looks you up and down. He's like, I don't know if she wants to be bothered right now.
Well, she
kind
did
of-
tell me to come see her, so if you would like to, stand in the way of the orders of the Archlector, be my guest.
He does look a little bit uncomfortable when you say that. He looks at like the woman standing next to him, also dressed in a cloak, with a Zariel sword, winged sword pendant around her neck. She says, maybe we should go and tell her. He's like, you go. She's like, I think Doran should go. The other guy's like, me? Why do I just have to do everything? Bloody hell. She's like, because you're the stupidest one among us. It's like, oh, fine. I'll go and tell her. What is it? Ethel?
Yes.
You reckon you're the Archlector's sister? All right.
Yes.
Fine, I'll pass it on. He like trudges back towards the other 2 cultists that are standing out at the front.
Can I send my bat just to follow?
You can. How do you do that?
Well, I was just gonna have it hang back a little bit while we were walking up. It's just flying behind it.
It flies behind the 2
Yeah,
the
maybe we'll
cultist
look
as he's
We'll
walking
wait.
back up to the.
I don't know. Bats are pretty small.
Okay. As your bat flies through the gate behind these cultists, everyone in the courtyard looks over at this bat.
Okay, bat'll fly back out. Damn, you think there'd be some bats around here?
And yeah, like even one of these Mezzoloths raises its trident above its head, almost as if taking aim at this bat, and kind of like points at it and says some other stuff to the Mezzoloth next to it, like in alarm. You think anyone who can understand Infernal hears the word familiar.
Wow, okay. No bats around here. Got you. Not a normal thing to see during the middle of the day. Whatever.
These 2 cultists say, are you some kind of wizard?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Well, I think it is our business, frankly.
I think my business is between me and the Archlector.
Well, we'll just see what she has to say. And you wait around for a little while. 5 minutes or so. And then the guy that went off, the cultist that went off, I forget his name already, Doran. He comes back. Says, yeah, apparently she is waiting for someone called Ethel. She said we should let them in, bring them up to the front. I see. All right. Just, all of you, give us your weapons before you come in here.
Did the art selector say to do that? Because I do believe that taking away my weapons would be a problem. I stay with my quarterstaff. That's the only weapon I have.
And this woman says, I'm confused. I thought this Ethel was your prisoner. She looks around at the rest of you.
They're escorting me through the city.
Why are you allowing your prisoner to do the talking for you? We demand that we're not going to let you in here if you have your weapons. We don't know what you're going to do. And at this point, everyone give me a deception check.
Alright. Well, that went better than expected, but south faster than I thought. Alright, attributes, deception.
I'm a genius. I don't know what lie I'm telling, but I have told it well.
I'm afraid.
I'm actually. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're actually a 15?
17, I think. Is that right? Because 3 should be 10. And then I plus 7 on. Yeah, 17.
Why is that? What am I forgetting?
I have a feature, which is any roll under
What's
9
it called?
is treated as 10. Crap. I always forget the name. Silver Tongue.
I just thought... Okay, hold on. Let me have a look. Silver Tongue. We make a persuasion or deception check. You can treat a 20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. So you rolled... Oh, I see what you're saying. So you rolled a 3. So it becomes a 10. 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
So, I thought you had something that was like you can't get lower than 15. Did I just make that up?
With this, I can't get lower than 17, I guess.
Oh, that's...
It might have been in the past. It was like because of the...
My proficiency was different, maybe.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
That's so good. Is it for the charisma checks or just...
Deception
okay.
and one other.
That's so cool.
Even so, DC was 20. What did you get? 10 plus 21. I mean, it's not going to be 20. 13.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, the prisoner was the best one.
Yeah, they believe me.
They just blink at you and they're like, look, the Archlector is willing to see you, but we're not going to let you bring your weapons in here. Are you crazy?
A little bit.
But how do we know this?
If you want to speak to the
How do we
Archlector,
know
then...
that you're not kind of like the flaming fist or whatever shit disguised up as it is?
Well, that's fine. How about we just take the prisoner and she can speak to the Archlector and the rest of you can wait out here?
What if she just came out here?
Every time you're trying to like get in through a gate, I just turn into the same guy as that. Like, what's his name? Fuck, I've forgotten
That's
his
the
name
gate
now.
guy. It's the same guy
The
every
gate guy. It's
We just
always the
haven't
gate
noticed
guy.
yet.
The woman talks instead. We'll take this. The woman talks instead. Listen, you're not coming in here. She says, that is the choice that you have to make. Either you drop your weapons and leave them with us, or send the prisoner in on her own.
Guys, I want to go in.
What if you die?
I mean, listen. I got a doctor. So maybe she won't kill me. I mean, listen, you know, sometimes siblings, maybe you're not the nicest to each other, but killing one another is pretty far. Sorry, Kensei.
I mean, you already know my history already.
Yeah, but
She's not your sister anymore, though.
you don't know that.
Okay.
It's just like a big eyes of like, are you kidding me? Just looks at the things that are guarding the front door.
It's still her soul, you know?
These cultists can hear everything that you're discussing as well.
We're whispering.
They're right in
They're
front of us.
standing in front of you.
It's just like, we're like, how's she doing today? Is she in a good mood? Bad mood? How'd she react when she had I knew I was here?
I didn't speak to her directly. I just told somebody, and they went upstairs and told her.
It's not very helpful.
Ultimately, it is your choice, Ethel. Your sister.
Yeah. I can't ask you guys to come in with me if you're unarmed, but I think I gotta go in.
I will hand you over my crossbow and my dagger.
What? You cannot arm the prisoner.
No.
No,
no,
to
no.
the guards.
To the guards,
Oh,
to the
sorry.
guards.
You were talking to Ethel.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. More weapons for me.
As long as you leave your haversack out here, and your weapons, then you may come in.
DM, does the haversack include my loot?
No.
Okay.
And also that magic loot.
What?
All right. I've had about enough of these people. Let us in now.
They just stand there looking at you blankly.
I'm just gonna try to walk past them. I'm gonna say it
I thought the
infernal
gate
and
was
say I've
closed.
had enough.
There's a gate. There's a big
high
gate.
level cultist.
Big gate in front of you.
I'm opening it.
It's locked.
I'm unlocking it.
Do you want to try to
just
unlock
gonna
the gate in front of them?
I was just gonna say, like, as
My
she
mage
goes to
hand.
the gate, I was okay.
My invisible mage hand.
Holding some non-invisible lockpicking tools. Is that what you're doing?
Guys, we've talked so long about a plan. It's just
All right, yeah, we're going.
I'm
into
not
plan
going in
C.
without weapons.
Plan C
Yeah,
This is just, they are
is
being
to attack.
ridiculous.
Yeah. So as we see, like, as tools begin to float up, I'm like, hey, you want to see trick? Holds out shield, fireball.
oh my god.